0_0 spider 0_0 is first.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
Longer than a year now.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
Already?
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Thank you so much, Kieran, for the bits, and then also Gooner and Dank, both for 13 months, which is insane, insane. Thank you so much for the 13 months. And Bowtie, thank you so much for the gifted sub as well. Thank you guys. I always appreciate your support of the channel. You guys are awesome. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. Oh yeah, we do have the community challenge. I forgot about that. Yeah, we have another baked bread Pokemon stream, which if we get it in the next week or two, I think next week or two. Whatever. I'll do it before I go on my break at the end of the month, but if not, then we'll do it. We'll do it after. So how are you guys doing today? How you doing? Started with the jams. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Is the sound good for you guys? As far as like being able to hear me when I'm talking, but then also like kind of like able to hear the actual music too. I'm guessing the song is Dance Floor. No, it's called Evacuate the Dance Floor. Evacuate the Dance Floor. Yeah, both is fine. Okay, cool. I keep forgetting to check. Well, that's not exactly true. I test stuff when I'm offline, but because I have to test it with me just like talking, for some reason, when I'm just talking by myself and like pretending I'm streaming, I'm at like one volume, but then when I'm actually streaming, I'm at like another volume, screaming at you guys. So what's happening? What do you mean? Are you okay? Hold on, my fucking tracking thingy won't. Okay.
No, please. I'll do
Thank you so much
anything.
for
Please.
the gifted
Please,
sub,
I
yes.
don't want
Thank you,
I don't want
thank you for your support of the channel as well. Thank you guys, thank you. Hype train is crazy, my god.
I need to shit.
Okay, that's still my favorite. It's still my favorite. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much, Sushi, for the gifted sub. Thank you. I like how it's 69% of the way towards level 3. That's a good one too, to give yourself a fuck. I'm like dead all over. I was out on a big orientation hide and seek thing in the forest. Wait, what are you getting an orientation for where you're hiding and seeking? Thank you, Balder, in the YouTube chat. Thank you for stopping by. We're glad to have you. Imagine if I said that in the yaoi voice. Please don't. I don't even want to imagine what that would sound like in your yaoi voice. Like it sounds like a nightmare to me. It sounds like a nightmare to me, like immediately. Oops, what did I miss? What's up? Okay, I don't know how to I know who you are because I know you're in the Discord and on Twitter. I don't know how to pronounce your name out loud. Oh my god, my scroll wheel. I feel like my scroll wheel is broken. Atez? Can I call you Atez? Very unlucky. What voice? Okay. So oh, we call that something here, Agent. I'm trying to think of the a scavenger hunt, kind of like where you have to search for specific stuff. So Loco on his stream has a redeem for him to speak in the voice of a yaoi protagonist. We were doing my baked bread stream, fast food sim, and he just randomly started doing it, and it crawled in my brain in the worst kind of ways every single time. He did it, so now he has it as one of his redeems. So you can call me whatever you want. All right, hell yeah, you're Atez to me. Atez. Hello, I saw you on YouTube a little bit ago, and then oops, hold on. And thought I saw it by stream next time I had the channel. Well, hell yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, Emo. Welcome into the chat. 5 stream streak, let's go. Hey, Miss Bread, how's your week been? Actually, now, how's everyone's week been? I hope it's doing well. It's been pretty good. I haven't been feeling very, very well this week. So I'll probably lay down after I stop stream. But other than that, it's been good though. How have you been? It's a sport called orienteering or
I need to shit.
Oh, interesting. For us, orientation is kind of like you started a new job or something, or like a thing with college where you like go somewhere and it's like them kind of like setting you up with all the basic stuff and telling you like, okay, you're gonna have to go here, you're gonna have to go here. There's a mashup on YouTube with a song in the Phantom of the Opera. Oh, that sounds good. You should put it in the Discord. I want to look at that later. That sounds really cool. Still trying to figure out how to do a breaded logo voice. It will be funny to me if you can. For sure. I'm surprised you can remember that. You're baked as fuck. Only because I have clips in the VOD. we had some clips in the Discord of that moment that somebody took, so I needed a T emote. It's pretty cute, actually. Did you enable the Twitch timeout redeem? I think I did. It should be there. Let me know if you can't find it. Thank you, Bowtie. I should go Google Translate since I was confused since I know what orientation is, but thought it was a double meaning type thing. Yeah, well, there's two different ways that we normally use it. One is like what I just said, where you're like in a new job and they're telling you what to do and where to go and stuff. The other one, orientation, is like direction, like which direction you're facing. Hello, good afternoon, day, evening. Welcome in, Luna. How you doing? To answer the title, no. Rude, you don't even know me, Spartan. What is your reason, huh? What are you already married or something? Orientation could also mean like orientation. Oh yeah, you're right, local. Yeah, that is a third one, like sexual orientation. Yep. Which I guess it kind of ties to the direction one because it's basically saying like the way that you are sexually is orienting to this particular direction, I guess. if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Gonna head out to YouTube on phone using tablet or for Twitch, but I won't be able to use bits. That's okay, Monarch. That's okay. Thank you so much for hanging out in the YouTube chat with us. Spartan's right. What the hell, Atez? You too? Why? What have I done? Blueberry cookie? That sounds delicious, honestly. I barfed yesterday and I had to reschedule an interview that was supposed to be today since I didn't know how I'd feel, so you aren't the only one. Oh, I hope you're feeling better today. Yeah, it's the same here. Maybe also the sport or this sport is just a niche in Sweden. Yeah, the only thing I could think of, like, going somewhere and trying to find things while, like, getting it before the other team does. We do, like, scavenger hunts, but that's, like, usually they'll place items originally, kind of, but I don't know. It's kind of, yeah, it's sort of all over the place. What do you mean I know exactly what I did? I've done a lot of things, okay? I've done a lot of things. You're gonna have to be more specific. You're gonna have to be more specific, okay? You're gonna have to let me know. Orientation in bed, east? Yeah, exactly. Okay, you did it for Gooner. I didn't see anything in the activity feed of an actual timeout, so I guess the question will be if Gooner can actually, if he could type or not. Well, in a playlist, yeah, I got a whole bunch of random ass shit on this playlist, so it kind of goes from genre to genre. Yes, SAO. I feel better now, but you can't blame me for rescheduling the interview. I can't. Hopefully they don't hold it against you, because I know a lot of times they only do interviews like on one day, so it could be pretty unlucky, but sorry, but I don't think you would like being hypothetically married to me because you'd have to have the same religion as me, as well as giving up anything that intoxicates a person. Yeah, we probably wouldn't be a good match. But that's okay. We could be friends. It's the war crime you committed. Do you have the slightest? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Raz. Like, do you know how little that narrows it down? Okay. Legally, I'm married to my cat, but I'm a cat girl. I mean, it sounds like you just swap one cat for another, man. Yeah, it's not crossing field, but it's still a opening, an SAO opening, you know. So it's fine. It fits. But yeah. So anyway, so the plan for today. They do seem similar. Well, I think it's because a lot of like the songs are by the same vocalist too, so they kind of have like a very similar vibe. Oh, I think Monarch said he wasn't chatting in Twitch anymore, Churro. You gotta time out somebody that's actually like can chat. Like make sure that they can chat before you do it. Do you purr if I pet your head? Hell no. We wouldn't be a good match either, since how cooked my feed is and how cooked my mental state is. Why is your feed cooked? And what way is it cooked in specifically? Overpride plays like after Kirito clears the death game, right? I'm not sure the first time it started playing. I think it's the second opening. But thank you for the head pats, Raz. Thank you. Oops. You're the inferior cat? No, your cat's just lame, and you wish your cat was as cool as me. So, you know, it's okay. It's understandable. A lot of people have been where you are right now. Monarch on YouTube said, I'm able to chat in Twitch, just not use bits. Monarch, can you tell me if you can chat right now in Twitch? We're trying to figure out if the timeout redeem, oh, Gunnar did it to Churro! Oh, it's not working then, huh? Interesting. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, formal. I'm not a femboy enjoyer. I mean, no shade to those who do, but yeah, we probably would not be enjoying the same things. You have been scammed. You have been scammed. You can manually redeem it. Yeah, let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. I was hoping since it's the built-in Twitch one that it would just, you know, fucking work, but I guess that's it was expecting a lot from Twitch for me to think that was the case. So let me go ahead and turn that off. Let's see. 1500. Yeah. Okay, I turned it off for now. I might end up being we can't do it, but I don't know. There's got to be a way. Didn't you turn it off since you killed all the malls? I did, and then I changed one. I changed it to there's a built-in Twitch one, but it was for 5 minutes instead of 1 minute, which is why I didn't go with it in the first place. But I decided since the other one didn't work that I would try this one. But this one also looks like it just didn't work at all. So, you know, unfortunately. Can I just get 2 free timeouts then? I'll think about it. I will think about it. The only reason I go onto femboy streams is to fuck with them. That's not very cool of you. Yeah, me too, Gooner. Me too. I kind of learned a little bit of crossing field on my concertina, but I didn't practice enough to remember. You gotta practice local. We need some more local concerts, okay? We need some local concerts. Jeez, I keep forgetting it's not my playlist, dude. Your taste is so good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh no, Hitomi's in the YouTube chat. Code ketchup. Hitomi is here. What's up, Dex? How you doing? But yeah, so plan for the day. All I do, like, is this gay or is that gay? I mean, if it's a femboy and you're a boy and you're like into it, I feel like that's pretty gay, right? I mean, I might not be woke. I might not be woke enough, but I feel like that's pretty, like, textbook gay, right? Boy, am I glad I'm not in the YouTube chat. The YouTube chat needs to be quarantined. Hitomi needs to stay far over in the YouTube chat where she cannot threaten to bite my butt cheeks. Because, frankly, I'm terrified, and I would like my butt cheeks to remain intact and all in one piece. So, hopefully, Monarch can keep her under control in the YouTube chat. So, been so busy dealing with cross state, my move, and finally setting down to catch a stream. Well, we're glad to have you. Hopefully, your move. I know even when they go smoothly, it's like still such a pain when you do like a cross state move. But hopefully it's all good. You could chill now, you know. But yeah, butt cheeks intact will be a good Wednesday for me. That is. Essentially, that's all I want in life is for my cheeks to remain fully intact. And you know what? I don't think that that's a lot to ask for. It shouldn't be a lot to ask for, right? Like it should be basically, you know, like the bare minimum, right? Like it should be, but it's not because it told me. I feel like you become gay the moment you do the deed. Until then, you're simply curious about it. I would say, like, if you get turned on by it, then you're gay, you know? Like, you don't necessarily have to, like, complete it, but... Yes, Hitomi, yes, it is the bare minimum. People should be allowed to go about their days without the fear of their butt cheeks being ripped from their body by the claws of their lesbian lover who's not lesbians because we're not married, because apparently you only become lesbians once you get married, according to Tommy. So until then, we're just very good friends, apparently. Yeah, cheek integrity is a human right. Exactly. Talking about cheeks, for some reason, my right cheek is sore. Oh no, did Hitomi get to you? She might have got to you. Femboyism 101. Why no bonk, Yukari? Did I not do anything bad? I try to do bad things every day. The butt cheek crab strikes again. I was reading through the Discord and I just realized Red was talking. Damn, I must be tired to be this zoned out. Go to sleep, agent. Go to sleep. That's true. It's not true, Hitomi. It's not true. It's not how being a lesbian. Okay, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Just because I own a cat-made outfit, that doesn't make me a femboy. Oh, genuinely, it doesn't. I feel like cross-dressing for like fun occasionally doesn't make you a femboy. Like, I feel like a femboy is like it's like a lifestyle. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to like put it into words, but I feel like it's two different things. I don't know. Cheeks integrity is a human right, but I'm a war criminal. Hitomi, probably yes. Is it gay to test if you are gay? It depends on the result of the test. So good luck and study hard. But yeah, okay, so this and if anybody's not in our Discord, feel free to join because it's pretty cool. We have one of our members, Hitomi, who's over in the YouTube chat. Who is a beloved member that does say some very out of pocket things from time to time. And one of the things that she taught us recently was that apparently, first of all, you're not actually a lesbian unless you get married to your female partner. Like, before you get married, you're not lesbian anymore. Also, apparently, lesbians don't need to consent. So because I'm her wife, whatever she wants to do, it doesn't matter if I want her to do it or not. So that is what conversation did I wander into? Hitomiisms. Welcome in, Keys. Welcome into the chat. If you're Googling if you're gay, you're probably gay. Yeah, I would agree with that, Luna. I would agree with that. From time to time, meaning always. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If the test comes out negative, you can redo the test up to 50 times to be sure. Is it gay to test if you're gay? Depends on the results. Wise words from Fred, as always. Look, I keeps it real. With you guys. I keeps it real. Yeah, bruh is a good reaction. A good reaction. Yeah, I've been good, Ethereal. How are you? Who's gay? Well, okay. Me and Hitomi aren't gay. Well, okay. First of all, I'm single, okay? But in the context of the Discord, there's a harem, okay? We have a harem. It started a long time ago. There used to be applications. It's not open anymore. However, Hitomi is one of the members, okay? She's the one female member. And so this means to her that we are married. And since we're married, we are now lesbians. And she no longer has to obtain my consent for anything, according to Hitomi. So we're not gay. But unless but yeah. I'm gay, but $20 is $20. You sound like Churro. There's a reason that's his name in the Discord. These Hitomiisms sounds like a lot like the shit my close friend says. Okay, are they saying it unironically as well, though? I has to say that she's wrong, terribly wrong. Yeah, don't worry, Key. She's the only one that believes the things that she says, I think. But we all enjoy the entertainment that it brings. I just don't want my cheeks bitten, though, because that is her current quest. Her current quest is to bite my cheeks. Not my facial cheeks, my ass cheeks, which I am not super into. What's up, Loco, in the YouTube chat? You live with them X amount of time or consider it. Maybe she got promoted from bi to lesbian. It could be. It could be. You never know. Yeah, my buns. Please, no biting my buns. No biting my buns. Please. I'm never wrong. You know what, Hitomi? It might be true. Maybe we just don't understand your genius. You know, it's very possible that we just don't understand your genius. So. But you're bread. I'm bread, but I'm not an eatable well, I am edible, but you can't eat me. Okay, I am here to worship only. Okay, only worship, no eating. But buttocks are more skin than facial areas. I don't care, Hitomi. Don't eat my face either. I don't want you to. No, because here's the thing. First thing, we told you to touch my cheeks because. Touch my facial cheeks because of like the thing from Kaguya. Then you started talking about biting cheeks. And then you started talking about biting a chunk out of my cheek. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, you can bite or you can eat the garlic bread. Although it's not usually in bun form, you know, it's more of like a bread type thing.
Loco Bird 00
Hey, Tony
is
Brain,
trying to
your
make
stuff
bread
is my
cannibal.
stuff, and
No.
my
No,
stuff
no,
is your stuff.
no.
Before married, it means we own each other. Yeah, pretty much. Anything is edible if you try hard enough. True, but it's still, this one is illegal. This one is completely illegal. Surprise Rickroll. Look, this is a good song, okay? It's just like All Star, you know, it became a meme song, and I love the memes, but I also love the song. You know what I mean? So, like, if that means I gotta occasionally Rickroll y'all out of nowhere and Rickroll myself in the process, it just is what it is. You know, it just is what it is. It's genuinely just an awesome vibe. Yeah, it's such a good song. We back in my convention going days, I actually had a friend who cosplayed as Rick Astley and like brought a boombox and stuff to the con, and we would just like go up behind people, and then he'd start playing it, and then people would freak out. It was pretty good. I made my principal Rickroll the whole school one time. Oh, how'd you do that? Most people never understand it has more than 20 seconds. I know, right? Like, the whole song is so chill. It's chill. It's like a good message, you know? I'm gonna bulk up with some uranium 235. Please don't. Well, or if you're considering ever doing the owie voice again, please do. You know, so just depending.
MAA
Thank you for the head
Venus
pats,
giving bread
Emma.
head pats.
Emma, we're explaining Hitomi's lesbian rules of lesbianism to the chat. I asked him and he said he'll think about it, and he did. That's based principle. Based principle. Okay, have a good night. Yeah, Hitomi's over in the YouTube chat, so I was explaining to them about how, like, you're not a lesbian until you get married. And then also, like, when you are a lesbian, you don't have to consent to anything. So, speaking of boomboxes, my neighbor a few days ago did this scene from Say Anything to one of the other neighbors. That's amazing. Bring back boomboxes and serenading mixtapes. I remember someone snuck into the announcement room and also started playing songs for a bit before they got detention. Oh, that's crazy. The same friend that provides my Twitter quotes of the day also has a playlist full of sus songs and like one random country's national. Look, sometimes national anthems slap. Okay, look, I think we had this conversation before, or I'm having deja vu. But like, for example, look, it's a terrible place, but North Korean, that anthem, it's kind of good. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a good anthem. Oh, Brad, JBL Charge 6. Amazing as hell puts any boombox to shit. Oh, what is that? Hold on, let me Google that real quick. JBL Charge 6. Oh, like a portable speaker, but it doesn't have the same vibe, you know. I'm a 90s kid. I need the boombox vibe. You need like the physical buttons and like, you know, but that does look pretty cool. Tommy's Guide to Being a Lesbian, Chapter 1 to 10, also including 3 books and a DVD guide, right? I probably brought it up before. I lose track of who. Yeah, I think so. I think it was you. So anyone vibe to Kenny G in chat? Yo, so okay, I do like Kenny G, but it always makes me think of is it gay to jerk off? It depends on what you're jerking off to. There was this kid. I went to like a normal high school, but I was also part of this like magnet school for arts that they would bus us over for like the last period of the day. And so it was like different. It was like theater stuff, which is what I was in there for, band, singing, dance, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so on that bus, there was this one band kid who would always be listening like to his CD player, and he'd always be like, just like bobbing his head, like it was like just really, really, really good like rap music or something, right? And one day I got curious and I went and I pushed the open button on his CD player, and it was Kenny G. I was like, you know what? Go for it, man. I support it. I support it. Fellas, is it gay to breathe because we're inhaling dick particles? That's a good question. But actually, you know, we need to ask Hitomi, okay? We need to ask Hitomi in the YouTube chat. Hitomi, does the lesbians okay, does the whole thing about how you're not a lesbian until you get married, is that also the same for gay people? Like if the guys in the chat are like jerking off to like femboys and stuff, are they still safe from being marked gay as long as they don't get married? That's what we need. We need to know. We need to know in the Heinz Tomi rules how that one works. The G in Kenny G stands for goat. Yes. No, because you didn't consent to breathing them. But she says consent doesn't matter. She said consent doesn't matter. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But you're naked under your clothes. Gay. Very gay. I would have expected John. I don't know that. Hold on. Let me Google. It sounds familiar. Very familiar. Oh, he's a guitarist. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was Kenny G. It was Kenny G. What if you're just jerking off to the femboy's feminine traits? That's cope. That's cope. Because you would just jerk off to a female if that's what it was. So, remember your capitalization, kids. I need to help my Uncle jack off a horse. Oh, my Uncle Jack off a horse. Okay. If you're enjoying yourself to a femboy, it is still a male, but a feminine one. Yeah, exactly. Ain't no way I got a side out of Nicorette. Are you a smoker, Dev? Because that doesn't matter when you're married by her reasoning, so everyone is default until proven and legally binding. I think so. Okay, so hold on. She answered, guys. She answered. Yes, men who love men aren't gay till they are legally married. All right, so you guys are safe. You can go jerk off to all the men that you would like to. You are not gay. Just avoid accidentally marrying them. If you accidentally marry them, unfortunately, it is a terminal illness and you can't go back on it. But as long as you avoid wifing them up or husbanding doesn't sound as good. I'm gonna stick with wifing. As long as you don't wife them up, you're still straight. So, I hate this logic. What do you mean? Her logic isn't infallible. It's terminal. Yep, it's terminal. Bread is mpreg gay. You know what? That's actually a good question. Because also, again, in this context, because the mpreg that happens in our server is non-consensual, but you're not married. So it's a good question, Logo. It's a very good question. Because it goes against the two Hitomiisms, right? Because you're mpregging Ainto without his consent, okay? Mpreg. But also you're not married, so you shouldn't be able to do that. And without my consent. Mpreg! Don't make fun of my accent, y'all. It's not gay if the child is for food purposes. I thought it was for child labor purposes, though, I thought that's why we were breeding them. Although it could be both, you know. Just being eaten but getting birthed all over. Oh yeah, because it is you too. I don't know. This is a very complex philosophical question that I'm not sure I am mentally equipped to answer. Yeah, Shadowbringers. Man, this new server lore's crazy. I miss the old days where we only got red lobstered. It was a much simpler time. Schrodinger's gay. I know I do some weird things to my best friend. Bro, just accept you're gay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Wait a minute. I heard that accent. I don't have an accent. What accent are you talking about? But hermaphrodites can't consent. Hitomi, what are you talking about? Now she lost. Now she lost me. Now she lost me. A slight southern drawl. Yeah, it could be. I'm a military brat, so like I've lived New Jersey, Spain, Minnesota, New Jersey, Virginia in like my formative years. So I think it's kind of like a little bit from everywhere. But Virginia was the longest one. Goes with just have to reproduce asexually, time to regrow myself. Well, she said you can't consent if you're a hermaphrodite, so I don't know. Or would it be Valley? I have a Valley Girl redeem. I'm finsexual, not gay. What the hell is finsexual? Schrodinger's impregn. People who hide their southern draw. I don't hide it. It just because Virginia is like, it's like that on the border of like almost not being the South, but still being the South. You know what I mean? So like, not everybody from there has an accent, but also too, like my dad's side of the family is from North Carolina, where they all definitely do have an accent, you know? So it's sometimes, you know, Texas, New York, Kentucky, Maryland, Texas, nice. Yeah, there's a little bit of Midwest in there. There's a little bit of Midwest in there. My mom's family's from Minnesota, and we would go there every year too. So it's all a little mix of everything. If it's for child labor purposes, I think that makes Loco a machine. Oh, can machines have sexuality though? That's the real question of the day. Finsexual means you're attracted to feminine people regardless of their gender. Oh, interesting. There are so many labels these days that I feel like, you know, I mean, it's good that hell yeah, my natural form. It's yeah, language loses all. Yeah, it's getting a little much, you know. I mean, if it almost feels like it should be less, and then you just use like an extra sentence to explain yourself. But I feel like there's so many that like people don't know that it kind of doesn't end up meaning anything anyways, because they have to ask regardless. So I keep getting told I have an accent every time I step outside of Texas, but I just don't see it. It's hard when it's yourself, I think, because like for you, like your own voice, you just hear like your own voice. You know what? I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's also very different. Like for me, like a thing I think a lot of people not from the South don't understand is that there's so many different Southern accents. Like especially people not from the United States, they think like Southern accent, but like a Texas accent is so much different than like a North Carolina accent, you know? So, at that point you're bi, but like feminine features. I've said it before, I'm Demi. See, Demi makes sense to me. Demi is one, like, cause I feel like it's good to have labels that aren't just, you know, gay, straight, bi, lesbian, right? Like there's some, you know, asexual, Demi. Past that, Pan is another good one. Past that, it gets a little bit in the weeds. Don't worry, I'll get confused on my own voice too. Yeah, because you sound like a fucking yaoi protagonist. That's why. Hermaphrodites can't consent since they're both male and female. But wait, what is... He told me, but I thought it wasn't gender that made it that you didn't need consent. I thought it was the fact that if you're a lesbian, that you don't have to consent to your wife is what your original argument was. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. It's more like there's so many differences in Southern dialect. Like, it's so big to me that it's like a different accent. Like a Texas accent and a North Carolina accent, even a Georgia accent, they're all like pretty different. I know it's because I do many voices. Yeah, you do. You're good at doing all the different voices. Oh, the logic. Yeah, the logic has never. Hold on, I need my blanket. I need my blankie. My legs are cold. Oh my god. Yes, Monarch. It is bad romance. I like how the YouTube chat is now just trying to find out if Hitomi even knows what consent means. It might be a losing battle, but you know, I do appreciate you guys trying. So for me, most of the US accents melt together into 4 zones. What are the 4? I mean, I guess you got like West Coast could be like one broad one, Midwest, Southern, and like East Coast / default. But then you don't have New York, you don't have New Jersey, you don't have Boston. There's a different accent for every part of Georgia. I believe it. My head is so like every time because I just by default I want to call you Nina, but then because your name changed, I'm like, okay, I want to call you Vina. My head is processing. I will get it. I know you said you're still Nina, but I want to do Vina. Consent doesn't exist to me. What? Formal. You're not Hitomi. You don't get the pass. What are you talking about? Hitomi thinks consent is a food. Maybe. Yeah, Louisiana too is very unique. Thank you for the lurks. Thank you. Hi, Hollow. How you doing? I'm in my real form. Yeah, New York and other such accents are anomalies. Yeah. What pass? The pass of saying you don't need consent? I don't believe in safe words because my mama ain't raised no quitter. Oh, you're from Louisiana? Hell yeah. Louisiana accents are so cool. I feel like that's one of the ones that I really love, just like listening to people who talk from that. So I thought real form was bread loaf. We have multiple forms, okay? We got multiple forms. Once this one ends, I'll show you all my current forms, okay? Fighting to identify me correctly. It's just my brain is so like whatever name I first know somebody as is like burnt into my brain. Like, for example, you guys know Squamp in the Discord, our moderator. It is so fucking difficult for me to call him Squamp because I knew him for like almost 2 years as Theron because I know him from Final Fantasy and that's his Final Fantasy character name. So like every single time I say it, I have to like cross out the Theron and say Squamp instead because nobody here knows who Theron would be. Oh my god, now I'm hot. This blankie's too hot. I can't do it. If Hitomi doesn't need consent and you don't need consent when you're married, does that mean all of us are married to Hitomi? God, I hope not. I can't remember, did you pronounce mine right the first time? I'm not sure. I feel like ethereal can only be pronounced, well, unless I didn't see that it was ethereal. So if I told you my name, then you would continue to call me lawyer? Probably. Yeah, probably. You got jump scared by the hands. Be not afraid, Twan. Be not afraid. Hitomi says consent means permission to touch in a married relationship. No, it's not specific to married. Not specific to married, but otherwise, yes. Most people say ethereal or ethereal. Oh, yeah, they probably don't realize because it's like ethereal wing. It's hard for me to call myself Vina because I've been Nina forever. Yeah, and it's weird because it's like in my head, like Nina Vina is fine, but like Vina, I have to retrain my brain. You felt the call of the Louisiana conversation. What if I'd be afraid anyways? Don't. You're in the safe embrace of biblically accurate bread, okay? Sure, Hitomi. The fact you can say it makes me happy. Most people can't. Yeah, I can see why, like, if they don't realize it's just like two different, like, you know, two different names, right? Okay, let me show you. I'll show you my other forums real quick, and then we're gonna do this quiz, and then we're gonna start the game so that we're not just yapping the whole stream. Where are my other? Okay, so obviously you saw the arm one, you've seen this one. This one, of course,
why
also
should
has...
I stop talking? Nobody else is talking.
Fools, this isn't even my final
I need to shit.
We also have the headless and the bald versions of this one, but we also have the chibi. So this is the oh shit, I'm still wearing my work hat. Hold on. I gotta take off my work uniform. Where's my oh, this one's new to me. Yeah, I got this back in I think it was by my birthday stream, maybe. I won a giveaway on Twitter actually from somebody doing a chibi model. Where is... There we go. Okay. By the way, who made this sound for the redeem? For which one? The I need to shit or which one you mean, Butter? I'm off the clock. I know. I was just trying to get employee of the month, man. Oh god, I just got jump scared by my old work uniform. I'm sorry. Okay, so that one's the chibi. Both actually. Both as in, what's the other one? Because we got several sound redeems. The I need to shit is from Loco Bird. It was from the drinking stream that we did for Sushi's birthday a couple weeks ago. Remember the last time you hung out as a couple minutes, like 3 months ago? Yeah, I don't use this one too much, so I'm not surprised if you haven't seen it. And then we have this. If my... Yo, I know this music. You kind of do, because they used the one from 4, but it's actually okay. It's actually really interesting. Why does this toggle not want to work? Hold on. It's actually interesting because so back in the day, the difference in chats is making me giggle. Yeah, I'm kind of like glazing over the YouTube chat because it just looks like it's a fight about what consent means. I'm kind of zoning out on the yes, the base is absolutely battle of 4 feet. Yeah. Well, so there's multiple. Okay. So, well, hold on. Okay, so this is the bread one. Before I get into my Final Fantasy nerding, that's the bread one, and then we have this one. We've got the doodle one. And then this is the most recent one. YouTube chat's cooked now. It is. And this is the gremlin. This is the most recent one. So basically what they did for Final Fantasy 14 was they took Battle of the Four Fiends, and I don't know if you're aware, Lazuli, there is a fan animation that's like several years old of Battle of the Four Fiends, but a guy made like a song and like animation of it. I can probably actually find it. Let me switch over to yes, Gremlin. Hold on, let me go over to my yeah, it's very cool. I love it. I'm gonna show you guys. Oh no, there's 2 Mugans again. Hold on. Which Mugen is the real one? Who is the imposter? I must say he's the imposter. I don't really know. But where am I? Okay, here we go. Here I am. Okay. What the fuck is that? What is what? What is what? Like it's literally still suggested in my YouTube vids on it. Yeah, I love it. Let me just do the Chrome. Okay, hold on. Let me stop my Spotify. Okay, so okay, Battle of the Four Fiends. Yeah, I think it is Heidelin. Hold on. Was his, or Hyadane. Okay. I'm lost in the sauce. We're all lost. We're all lost in the sauce. We're all lost in the sauce. So, okay, I'm gonna show you guys this video. I gotta move this though, because it's not gonna show the whole thing like this. There we go. Yeah, you were close. You were very close. So basically, okay, the point that I'm trying to make before I show this to you guys, is that, so there was an instrumental from Final Fantasy IV, the game, the original game. Okay.
Xlaziali is giving
Thank you
bread
for the head
pats.
pats. Then this guy on YouTube many years ago made this fan animation and song.
Ah, why should I stop talking? Nobody else is talking.
He made the fan animation and song, which is pretty cool. And then, okay, then for Final Fantasy XIV, which if you haven't played it, it's the MMO version. And for each expansion, they usually kind of like take inspiration from one of the past Final Fantasy games. And for the last one, it was from Final Fantasy IV. And so yes, that is from Final Fantasy IV. So they had like the four fiends are all different bosses. Like they're either trial bosses or dungeon bosses. And so they each had their own. Bread talk louder. Oh, because he told me to stop yapping. Fair, Gooner, very fair. Yes, very bishy, very bishy. What would you if I have cat treats in my hand? I'm a cat girl, not a cat, so nothing. Now, if it was like tacos or something, then we're talking, okay? What game do I recognize a little? Little Misfortune. Little Misfortune. We played it about a month, maybe 2 months now ago, and we love it. We love her accent. We love her little saying. So, but yeah. So, well, yeah. I can be bribed by food if that's what you're asking. Formal lawyer. Yeah, I'm 100% real cat girl. I'm 100% real cat girl. I can be bribed by food. But it depends on the food and it depends on my mood because I'm a picky eater. So you might be able to bribe me with the tacos one day and the next day I'm like, okay, whatever. So, but anyway, so to finish my train of thought. So this guy made this really popular fan animation, Final Fantasy XIV. They did, you know, trials or dungeon bosses and they made their own thing. So like one of them was just a remix of it. So like, for example, battle with the four fiends. So for her, oh, I have ads because I'm in incognito. No. At least it's a Red Bull ad. It's a relevant ad, even though I'm incognito, which is suspicious. But like, so like this is how hers was. You can kind of hear like, it's more almost like just the basic battle with the four fiends from the game. No singing or anything like that, right? So they have that, and then I'll get our Poly Market ads. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. This is the fan animation the guy did. The train of thought that I keep trying to finish. When they went to do one of the guys' songs for Final Fantasy XIV, they tracked this guy down to use like part of his fan animation stuff as like an inspiration for the game one, which I think is like the coolest fucking shit. Like imagine you just make this like fan animation of like your favorite game and then years later, yeah, it's so cool, right? It's so cool. So I'm gonna show you, let me actually just cue it up. There's no train, only breath. Okay. I'll show you the fan animation and then I'll show you like how they did Rubiconte's theme in the thing. So, all right. Yeah, her design is 14 and her fight is so fun. It's one of my most favorite fights. Super fun. Wait, why is this in Russian subtitles? Hold on. Russian? Oh, auto. Hold on. Where's English? I'm American. I only speak English, okay? Only lines are crystal meth. Yeah, I guess it just defaults. I guess it defaults. Oh, there you go. Oops. Hold on, sorry. Mugen was blocking the... Holy core memory unlocked. It's such a good cover. Tsunami, tsunami. I like the lesbian Barbarich. Yeah. That's it. That'll be Hitomi's favorite too. No, it's not Blastoise Monarch. Oh my god, why are these subtitles still here? Oh, and Cindy and Mindy and them were also in one of the dungeons. Same Lazuli. It's just so catchy. Toby on YouTube said, "That's me." I like that part too. They are all perverts for sure, especially Rubicante. He tried to act all, you know, like he's not, but he definitely is. Well, I'll be listening to this on repeat the rest of the week. You're welcome. You're welcome. This is my favorite part, actually. I like the gold best part. I'm surrounded by perverts. Yeah, look in the mirror. My autism is gonna click on this for dear life. Felt. Okay, so you heard that, right? So you heard the plain one, you heard this one, and now you can kind of hear, you'll be able to hear what they did, where they took his like the cadence and like the lyrics, but they made it like a formal operatic, you know, sort of for the Rubicante fight in Final Fantasy XIV. I just think it's so cool. Like, it makes me want to cry just imagining, like, you just make this, like, fan content and, like, it basically gets put into, like, an actual game. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been, like, the peak of my life at that point. When a meme becomes an orchestra, right? And it sounds very, like, if you didn't know where it came from, it just sounds very, like an opera choir, you know? Yeah, I mean, being officially recognized like this. Yeah, it's so cool, dude. It's so cool. And like the guy that does like most of the Final Fantasy music is already like super cool. Like all the songs are so good in this game. Like possibly the best part of the game. I was such a huge fan of Final Fantasy V. I didn't even know Rubicante was in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh wait, yeah, 5. What? Have I been saying 4? I get the fucking Roman numerals mixed up. But yeah, he is in Final Fantasy. So basically, there's like different there's different oh yeah. Okay. There's different types of fights in the game, so it's basically like it's like a standalone, maybe like 8-10 minute fight in the main story quest. So, and there's like he's in the story a little bit, you know. So, I remember they taught us Egyptian numerals. What? I don't think we got taught that. But yeah, no, I know what the numerals are, Lizzie. I get mixed up of which Final Fantasy had which letters. In math, of course, it was math. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense for sure. But yeah, I thought it was very, very, very cool. But yeah, all the music in Final Fantasy, honestly, so good. This is like the most recent banger, okay? This is the most recent banger. Not this. This is an ad. This is an ad because I'm on incognito, so I don't have YouTube Premium. Get out of here, Allison Victoria. I don't know who you are, but I'm trying to listen to Everything Burns.
It's the shocking.
This one, oh my god, this one is so good. I still listen to this like on a weekly basis.
Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Only one option, light it up. Ha!
Although this fight was kind of sucked, but the song, the music. You gotta hear it up until the chorus, because that's the cool part.
Looking at the walls around me, closing in, I think what's it gonna be?
Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching.
Set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns! Light it up, let's go! Light it up, let's go!
I always thought that Final Fantasy is like the first season of Game of Thrones. What do you mean, Hitomi? You thought that's what people meant when they say Final Fantasy? Or what do you mean by that? I remember watching you fight this boss. Yeah, we did these raids blind on stream when they came out. I briefly got back into Final Fantasy 14 just because of this song, and then got right back out. But yeah, anyways, so yep, so that's that. I just want to show that to you guys. Oops. 35 stream streak, yo, let's fucking go, M3. Let's fucking go. Okay, all right, we're gonna do our quiz so we can start our game. So anyway, so this quiz, Bread the homeowner. Yeah, Final Fantasy. Okay, if you own a home in Final Fantasy, you have to keep your sub in order to keep it, and it's like very difficult to get a house in Final Fantasy, and so since I am beholden to my sub still at this point. But yeah, so anyway, so this has been a the quiz was never real, only Final Fantasy. More like the game was never real. We still got to get to the game level. But yeah, this has been a trend going around on ye old Twitter, x.com. So I guess it's from like a scale from like 1929. There is no game. Don't spoil them. Don't spoil them. They don't need to know that yet. They don't gotta know that yet, okay? But yeah, I thought I would take it and would show you guys that I am 100% wife material in 1929. Which yeah, we'll see how that goes. So the first question is, who do you want to rate as a wife? I want to rate myself, or I want to, so obviously I want to rate myself. Yeah, 1929. So those standards will be 20%. Honestly, I feel like that's higher than I probably will actually get. So you would have been burned at a stake relatively swiftly, I would imagine. Yeah, I can't really disagree with you there, honestly. I can't disagree. 5%. Okay. I feel like I'll get at least 10. I feel like I get at least 10. You don't want to be a wife in 1929. So yes, yeah, that's very true. That's very true. -10. I don't think that's even possible. I don't think that's even okay, hold on. Let's do a prediction. Okay, let's do a prediction. You guys can bet your channel points. Hold on, let me set this up. I'm gonna predict 0% because me and Brett are on the same page about kids. Yeah, I think those questions will probably be difficult. You would be burned at the stake. It's somehow a compliment. It really is. It really is. My heart swelled with pride as I read it. I'm supposed to be rich. I'll say 35%. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a prediction. We'll do... Where's the stream manager? Okay. Woo, time to gamble on my 6 channel points. Okay, whatever the quiz it says, I'd still wife. Hell yeah, Vina. You the goat. You the goat. Okay. What percentage rating will I get? And we will round down. So, like, because I don't know how much percent it is, but, like, if it's, like, 7% and you pick 0%, then you'll fall in that bracket instead of the 10 bracket, if that makes sense. So, we'll do 0%, 6.99. 0%, we'll do 10%. Because I don't want to have, like, 30 options on here. 20%. 30%, and then we'll do like 50%, 80%, and 100%. Okay, so get ready. You're gonna have 2 minutes starting now. Fill out your prediction. Screw it up, 50. Yeah, put your stuff. Now, keep in mind, the way that it works is if, like, a lot of people pick one thing and you pick that and it wins, you might not actually get that many points. So it depends. Most likely, let's fucking go. We don't need this stupid quiz. All we need is the 8 ball. Okay, well, all we need is the 8 ball. So, I have 0. I'll live. It's okay. It's okay. You can vote in your heart, okay? Gamble in your heart. It's not nearly as satisfying as gambling with actual stuff, but I am trying to make you feel better about about doing it. So, puts literal heart on the plate. I don't know if that works. Or no, I guess it does, Monarch. Because yeah, I can see next to your name. I can see the ones that you did. So. That'll be interesting. Wow, there are a lot of people on 20%. If I win this, I'm going straight to the casino. Oh no, Vina, no. Hold on, I can give you points, right? What does it give points? Or no, it's add points. Add points. Vina VT. Oops. Vina VT. See if that works. That might not have worked. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember how to do that one. Oops. I'm trying to close this prediction thing. It's so big I can't see the... Oh, dismiss this message. Okay, there we go. Jesus. Put 100 on 20%. Oh, is it broken? Oh no, come on, Stream Elements, what are you doing? So it can see your points. That's weird. What if I do it? Okay, so I have some. That's very weird. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. I took my points away for winning. Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oops. Okay, hold on. Hey, where's my prediction thingy? Okay, so yeah, so 20% seems to be the big one, with 80% being the second, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Cost 5 points to run the gamble, win or lose. How many points did you have? You have to have 5 points to gamble? You can't gamble one? Dang, M3 had some, but they lost them. Although those are different than the channel points for the prediction, so. 1 point, but I've done so no matter what. I'm still a loser game. Look, Vina. The house always wins, okay? The house always wins. We know this already, you know? So. All right. Okay. Quiz time. The wife, I guess in that case is me, is suspicious and jealous never or often. I wouldn't say I'm like suspicious often, but I'm definitely jealous often. So I'm gonna answer. Oh, you can. Okay, you do the scroll. I'll put it here since it's only suspicious. I mean, it's only jealous, not really suspicious. So you just have to take a high interest loan and win it all back. It always works out. Absolutely never backfires. Never. Yeah, I even have that. Look, I'm suspicious of certain things. I'm not usually suspicious of like the partner unless they give me a reason to be. You know what I mean? What was the first question? First question was just if I'm filling it out for myself or about somebody else. So with the amount of sus reactions and stickers you post. No, I'm not. I'm a suspicious person in general, but not specifically as a wife. You know what? Whatever. I'll put it all the way up. I'll put it all the way up. Fuck you guys. All right, next. Oh, okay. The wife has a good sense of humor, is jolly and gay. What do you think, Hitomi? What do you think? Am I jolly and gay? Because in this case, yeah, I know it means happy, but in this case, okay, I'm the wife, right? So we're married, which means I would be a lesbian at that point, which means I would be gay, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna max that one out too. So I'm very, yeah, exactly, Hitomi. I'm gonna max that one out. We are very jolly and gay. The wife flirts with other men at parties or in restaurants. That's a definite no. That is, I am not about that life. You'd be gay, but would you be jolly without cheeks? You know what? That's a good point, Atez. I should have thought about that one a little bit more. Cause having my cheeks bit off does make me a little bit less jolly. I have to admit. Gay was like different meaning in the past or something, right? Yeah. It means happy. Like that's the definition of gay, but nobody uses it that way anymore. But this is like a scale from 1929, so it definitely meant happy back then. I'd be jolly because gay, real shit. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be a never. I don't fuck with that. The wife is slow in coming to bed. I would say often because, well, it depends on what you mean by coming to bed, okay? Like coming to sleep, because, yeah, exactly, sushi. Because the thing is, I'm often in the bed for hours before I sleep on my phone. Yeah, like, or watching TV in the living room. Yeah, if it means sleep, it's gonna be often. Hitomi said, why do you think men like bondage that hurts? I am not a man who likes bondage or cheek biting. That's not me. You have to think about your wife, Hitomi. I'm a person with preferences, okay? Yeah, doom scrolling did not exist in 1929, but I probably would have found some other random bullshit, probably reading books or whatever. So this probably means laying with. I feel like laying with as in like going to sleep, yes. Not necessarily having sex. I feel like that would be worded a little bit different, but the amount of times I wake up at 5 a.m. and Brett's still active, I'd say she's slow coming to. Fair. I can't I can't go against that. It's completely fair. Or I'll like DM Nina and then she DMs back. I'm like, what the hell? You're East Coast. Like, why are you still awake? I don't like pain, Monarch. But what if it's pain from me? You are not a person, you are a loaf. That I am a loaf, but I'm also a person, Hitomi. I'm a personified loaf, okay? It would have been frowned upon to read back. Oh yeah, that's true. Women not allowed to read. I shouldn't say that too loud. Welcome back, Logo! Logo Bird 00! Lizard Bird! 1300. What's 1300? I don't think I have a clip command enabled. I think you have to do it manually, Judd. Okay, alright, so we got that one. I thought that, okay, it said buttons. I thought it said buttocks. I just have buttocks on the mind because of Hitomi trying to bite my buttocks. It doesn't, but I won't clip you saying women shouldn't do it. You know me, Judd. I'm a very good sport about the OOC. And trust me, there have been much worse clips made out of context. I know Hitomi's yucking other people's yums. Okay, so the wife fails to set on buttons or darn socks regularly. I mean, obviously, like, one day the women are reading and the next thing you know, a plague starts on the town. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, I'm trying to, like, modernize it in my brain, Ethereal. Yes, you're right, Monarch. Because, like, I feel like most people don't really, like I've sewed on buttons and stuff before. I've never darned a sock, but I feel like most people just get new socks these days, you know, if their socks are not. I usually wait to DMs if they're worthy of my sleep deprivation. Okay, so I'll try to remember only to DM you. If I want you to immediately respond, I'll make sure that it is like the hottest tea. And if not, if it can wait till the morning, then I'll just send you like a normal lukewarm tea DM. Nope, I was right the first time. Yeah, it means sewing. I'm just trying to think like in a modern perspective, you know? It's more so just dressing proper and dressing your husband properly so he doesn't look like a fool. Yeah, I would agree. I would say that. And I would say I'll put it up 1 to green because I'm not a person that is like super cares a lot about like fashion or, you know, that you have to look like super professional all the time or anything. But in the instances where you do need to, I am the type to be like, oh, you should wear this or you should do this. You know, this looks good. You should get this. You know what I mean? So kind of, I would say. So no one can keep track of socks long enough for them to be sewed, right? Plus, like, okay, these days, the quality is so bad of everything that, like, they're cheap and expected that you just buy more anyways. That would be a negative in this context then. And fails to set on... okay. Fails never... Oh, you're right. Yeah, I wasn't reading it right. Okay. Thank you. I almost had that one. Did I... The last ones I read right? Slow... Yeah. Never... Often. Okay. Good. Okay. You burn holes in all your socks? How? Why are they on fire? That's not good. Yeah, Spartan, I got the same question. Okay. Next one. Is often late for appointments? Absolutely never. I work construction and walk more than 4. Oh, like burn as in like rug burn, sort of rubbing, you know. Oh, or electrician. Okay, that could be actual burning too. That could go either way. Hopefully it's not actual burning. That would be bad. But yeah, no, this one's definitely a never. I am an extremely punctual person. I'm like the person that if I'm showing up right on time, I feel like I'm late. Again, I don't know if that's a military brat thing or what, but yeah, no, I am, and I am like very easily annoyed by people who are not that way and who are always late. So yeah, that one's easy. The wife dresses for breakfast. Never. I work from home, okay? I work from home, which I guess a housewife technically would have as well. I don't change out of my pajamas unless there's like a fucking construction person coming over or something, or I have to go outside for something. My work uniform is my pajamas, okay? Although I can't do late if it ain't something for myself. Yeah, it's different if it's like just you that's depending on getting there on time, but like when other people are depending on it, I feel like it's so disrespectful to be like constantly late. You know what I mean? Okay, so actually, this is since Ras said naked breakfast as a joke, but actually this is a good question, right? Because I'm one of those people also that I have to sleep naked. Like, I can't fall asleep if I have clothes on. So when I wake up, I put on pajamas, and I wear pajamas through the day. So the question is, if my real pajamas technically are being naked, and I put on pajamas before I eat breakfast, does that mean that I dress for breakfast? I feel like no. I feel like it should still. I feel like the spirit and the vibe of the question should be never, even if technically it could, it could be. Thank you for the raid, Planetary Froggy. Welcome in, Raiders. How did your stream go? What did you guys do? Did you have fun? We are taking a wife quiz. I have coworkers who are always late, and it pisses me off. Yeah, it really I feel like if you're a chronically late person, you're basically like telling the other person that your time matters more than their time. And again, it's not like somebody who just occasionally is late, there's traffic, something happened. Occasionally is one thing, but there's certain people who are just chronically late. And even if you're like ADHD or something like that, you can hack the system, right? If you got to be somewhere at 1 o'clock and you're always late, put that shit in your schedule as 12 o'clock. Yeah, leave earlier. Put it in your brain that you need to be there earlier, and you'll get there on time if you're always late, I finished Lottle Knot, cleaned all of the main biomes today. Is that also Subnautica, or is that like a different game? I think it's expecting like full beat and evening dress type of beat, which I would agree, Vina. So I will leave that as never. So I'm unfortunately never late. I'm like 3 hours early. Yeah, sometimes it's that bad with me too, where I'm just like so early. I'm like, fuck, now I gotta sit in my car for a while. So different game. It's a cute axolotl game. Oh, nice. That's very cool. My dad had people who lived 2 counties away and always requested leave earlier to beat the traffic going home. I mean, I can commiserate because I do hate traffic, but like at the same time as like an employer, you can't just be like, yeah, don't come in early but leave late. You know what I mean? Because like, it's about cleaning the ocean after a big corporation abandons it. Oh, so it's kind of like an environmental thing. I see. Dresses for breakfast. I don't care about that. I'll cook for you or cook for my children if I have any, but I'll still be sleepy. Hey, if you cook for me, that's all I need, butter. That's all I need. You're getting 100% on the husband test, okay? I hate cooking. I can cook because I'm an INTJ and I have to like make sure that anything I do like a decent job of. So I know how to, I just dislike it. I would much rather do the dishes. I'm running late if I ain't 30 minutes before the... Yes, exactly, Vina, exactly. They were late often, worse in this context, because they were military. Oh, yeah, usually it's opposite. Usually military people, like, they know the consequences of being late, so I don't mind cooking. I hate the dishes after. Sushi. Will you marry me? Because that sounds like the perfect combination for me. Cook, I got you. Uses DoorDash. Hey, that works too. You're still banned from the kitchen. Oh no. I can't cook for shit. It's easier than you would think, probably, Bowtie. I do both. How do I score? 200%. 200%. All right, me and Sushi. Sorry, Hitomi. Me and Sushi are the new lesbian power couple. Okay. 3 streams. Drake, let's go. Oh, not this new generation. My dad constantly went on. Oh, that sucks, dude. I feel like, not to generalize, because obviously there's like a lot of people that aren't this way, but I feel like, I don't know if it's because of like TikTok, social media type stuff, but I feel like people are so much more selfish just in general these days that like it doesn't surprise me that like even the military in this generation are like late to stuff. You know what I mean? I've gotten better at cooking since I tried to meal prep. Yeah, meal prepping is nice. I really like cooking stuff and freezing stuff. Instant gratification. Exactly. Hitomi said, fudge. I'm sorry, Hitomi. I have found my new lesbian lover. And she's not only is she not gonna bite my cheeks off, she's gonna cook for me. Okay. So, you know, I don't know if you can do better than that. So have you ever almost killed someone with a fried... Wait, what? How did you do that? I did burn it. I did burn water trying to boil eggs, but that was just because I forgot that I was boiling eggs, and I went and like did something else, and then came back, and it was the pot was just empty, and the shells all were like blackened on the bottom. But I can cook, clean, iron, sew clothes. Hell yeah, Monarch. That's definitely a factor, but it was more so the structure is far. Oh, that makes sense too. Yeah. We have everything the instant we look for it. There's no weeks of research. There's not even hours of working and research, no effort, but we still go that. Yeah. I was actually just talking with somebody about that the other day about like how everything is instant gratification. Cause like, and there's no, okay. Cause there was this person on Twitter, right? There was this VTuber who made this post. You might've seen, cause I retweeted it. Somebody made a post where they were saying they were upset because they keep having like donathons and like asking their community to like donate to pay off their debt. But at the same time, they're commissioning a bunch of art. And their tweet was basically saying that they don't understand why people are complaining. Why people are complaining that they're commissioning art while begging their community to pay their debt off, which like to me is crazy. To me is fucking crazy. Yeah, exactly. Like, and I feel like it's not necessarily like, I don't disagree with the idea that like people, you know, who don't have a lot of money should treat themselves occasionally. It's fine. But I think that mentality has like for a lot of people goes to like such a far point that they think that they should be able to treat themselves every single day over every other responsibility. Yeah, it's very baffling. It's very baffling. And I feel like so many people in the current generation are going to end up in such worse financial straits than they needed to because of that. Because there's not this understanding of like putting in the time and the effort and working for something and feeling that reward once you put in that hard work. And it's like, it's so nice to me because for example, I paid off like a fuck ton of debt. Like between me and like my ex is like $50,000 of debt, right? Like, and I took a few years. I put everything down to the minimum. You know, I had a $500 car. I did everything that I had to pay it off. And so now I'm in a position where all my extra money, thank you for the hydrate. Now I'm in a position where all my extra money, I can either put in savings or do stuff like, you know, commission a bunch of art, and I can do it guilt-free because my retirement stuff is funded. I have saving. Like it's such a less stressful situation to be in. Thank you, Froggy. Thank you. And I think a lot of people just don't understand that because they need this instant gratification. And like, I'm not saying that it's easy to be like that, but it's so satisfying and it's worth it. And I wish more people were able to see that. Guilt-free, huh? Then why do you keep swearing off art? Because I've spent like $10,000 on art at this point, at minimum. It's probably more. I haven't added it up. And like the thing is that like and I'll catch up on chat in a second. I'll scroll back up, by the way, because I know you guys commented on. I'm trying to like keep on like one train of thought for once, which I know I don't do very often. The thing is that hobbies for me, I've talked to you guys about this before. Usually hobbies for me last like a max of like 2 years, right? So like we're already a year in, maybe another year of this before I probably want to do something else. Not saying that that's going to happen for sure. I'm just saying, no wonder there's smoke coming out of here. Yeah, I'm just saying there's a good chance I'm not going to be doing this in the next like 5 years, 10 years. You know what I mean? So when I think of like all the money that I've spent on art, I kind of feel like, man, it's in a way it's almost feels irresponsible because I know that I'm not going to be doing this hobby for like a long time. But at the same time, there's not a lot of guilt because it's not like I'm spending money while I'm racking up interest or, you know, whatnot. So I get it. So yeah. So let me catch up on chat. 10 years later. So guys, I mean, hopefully I still do it. I know myself, you know, and that tends to be 2 years is like the max. 2 years is on like the long side for a hobby before one day I'm just like, okay, I'm done with this. next hobby time. I hope Side be sad without bread streams. Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. It could be. Debt is just throwing money away once you toss interest rates in it. Yes, absolutely. And like I think another problem with that too is that a lot of people. Wait a minute, we already listened to this song. What the fuck? I've been a VTuber for like 4 years. I don't think I'm stopping anytime soon, low key. Well, that's good. And you've got a lot of years in front of you too, Froggy. So, I think what a lot of people do is they look at the minimum payment on like a credit card or something, right? And they look at the minimum payment and they think if I can afford that, I can afford this debt, which is like such a backwards way of looking at it. And I think a lot of people kind of like close their eyes and like bury their heads in the sand about how much money is going to interest. You know how many people have started this as a hobby, still doing this 50? Yeah, but they're not me. That's the thing. I've had so many hobbies and like it's always been the same. I've always been super into it. 1 year, maybe 2 years. And then one day I'm just over it. So yeah, some interests are very predatory. Oh yeah. I mean, think about it. If you have a credit card at like 20%, right? And you buy something for like $100, just think like how much money making that kind of purchase over and over, how fast that adds up. It's crazy. And like, I feel like if you actually showed those numbers to people, maybe it would open their eyes a little bit, or they'd bury their head in the sand more. But I think people need to understand that because the hobby I continue to have after 8 years. This is artist change medium. Fair. Thank you for the hydrate and the head pats. Because I think for me, the biggest problem is people go into severe debt for depreciating. Yes, that too. The biggest thing for me that kind of like got to my brain before I like paid everything off was just looking at how, you know, because of course, obviously like when I was in debt, every purchase that I made on like a credit card, there was guilt in it because I knew I shouldn't have been putting more on there, right? But I was still doing it. When I looked at how much of that was interest and how much interest I would pay over time if I just kept paying the minimum payments, it made me realize how much money I would be able to have and spend guilt-free like I am doing now compared to having to feel guilty for like everything I do and having like no money, you know? So hearing you talk about adult topics feels like I'm a little baby. No, Froggy, you gotta hear this. You gotta hear this now, okay? All right, hold on. Let me catch up on the chat a little bit here. So, oops. Debt is just throwing money away once you toss interest rates in it. Yes, Judd. Yes, absolutely agree. Raz said, I think part of it is a sense of hopelessness that is so common nowadays in social media. What's the point on saving? The world's going to end anyways. Absolutely. And I think it's an easy mindset to fall into and definitely something that I've been, you know, it's gotten to me sometimes too. But I think you have to consider the fact of like, even if the world is going to shit, you still have to live in that world, and you're going to be living in that world at least the next 5-10 years. And all you're doing is shooting yourself in the foot for those 5 or 10 years, you know? So, Sushi said, debt scares me so much. Like, my hospital bill made me so sad when I had to start paying it. Yeah, at least, like, the nice thing with hospital bills is at least they tend to be a little bit more flexible with, like, when they would send it to collections or, like, how much you can pay, you know, a month and stuff. But yeah, for me, it's a very, very uncomfortable feeling. Even, like, thinking about having to be in debt, you know? Oops. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to scroll. Something is wrong with my mouse. It's so annoying. It's like every time I scroll up, it like scrolls down for a second first. If you're in debt and you're taking money from others, then unfortunately you don't get the luxury of frivolous spending. That's just not how it works. Exactly, Atez, exactly. And that's what really annoyed me the most about it. Like, if you're asking other people for money, that's the moment that you stop being able to spend your own stuff on stupid purchases that are irresponsible. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not asking other people for money, then the only person you're hurting is yourself. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Okay, so Venus said, I burnt water, exploded a microwave twice, put a pizza upside down in the oven. I was on a different planet. Had an allergic reaction because I wanted to make sure I was still allergic to mint. Okay, yeah, you're banned from the kitchen. I can see why you're banned. I can absolutely see why you're banned. And Brad said, person was allergic to the smell of fried eggs and I fried some. Oh no. Wait, how are they allergic just to the smell? Or are they actually like allergic to the thing too? Okay. Take out a loan and put it all on black. Take the winnings, pay off the debt, free money. Yes. Absolutely 100% responsible financial advice, Judd. Very responsible with my money, so until I feel very safe with my relationship with money, I'm not getting a credit card. Well, first of all, 2K in Korea is pretty normal, I would say. So don't feel too bad about that, but I do think it's a good idea not to get a credit card if you can't be responsible with the credit card, especially when you're young, Once you're a little bit older, what I would recommend, this is what I do. I still have a bunch of credit cards just because once you have them open, you don't want to cancel them or it like fucks up your credit, but they just, none of them have a balance. I have a charge card, which is a card that works like a credit card, but you have to pay it off at the end of the month in full or you get like penalized. I like doing that because there are a lot of perks and points and stuff you can get from using cards. So I put like all my bills, everything I spend that I put on there to get those points. And then I just pay it off that same month. I never allow myself to fall into debt because I know I would fall into a hole and completely give up on all of it. Yeah. That's where if it ever happened to me again, Vina, I think I would too. So I have to be very strict with myself. Cars are the worst perpetrator of this. People take loans they have no chance of paying off purely for the aesthetics. Yes. And Ethereal, unfortunately it's a cover. They don't have any of the actual Gurren Lagann songs on Spotify, which is unfortunate. Cars are terrible with it, and then people get negative equity, but decide that they still want or need a new car, or they get in an accident and they, that it's too much to repair it, versus what the car is worth, and they just get in very, very, very bad shapes. Like, it's so hard watching some people how they are with cars, and it's rough. Another thing, too, that some people don't think about, though, is, like, for me, with as much savings as I have, like, I've been tempted to just pay my car off in full because I could, but my interest rate for the car loan is lower than the interest rate on my savings account. So it's like, even though it feels wrong, even though I know it's right for me to just keep that money in my savings account more because it's going to make more money than it would paying off my loan early, it just feels wrong, So she said, I also haven't gone to college because I'm afraid of debt. That's fair. Honestly, I feel like a lot of, Atez kind of said the same thing. I feel like a lot of people went, at least in my generation, went to college with no idea what they wanted to do, with no research on whether those jobs were actually there, and who just kind of wanted to like party and get a degree in something that sounded fun or interesting to them and are now paying the price because they, number one, they took out huge predatory loans. Number two, they didn't like work or anything on the side to help pay for that while they were in college. So I would say unless you're trying to get into a very specific field that needs a degree, I don't think it's a bad decision not to go. So I have 195 USD bread. That's all I have left. Yeah, but you're still in high school, Froggy. That's probably better than what a lot of high schoolers have. He's allergic to both, just the particles of fried. Oh yeah, the particles make sense. Yeah. I knew they were allergic, but I didn't know you couldn't fry an egg in the same house. I guess it's the same as how like people with like peanut allergies, if somebody's on a plane because it's like recirculated air, somebody else eats something, they can have an allergic reaction. So that makes sense. I want to do something more than my pizza job, but I don't know what to do without going to college. I mean, I feel like you should decide what you want to do first and then kind of decide if you even need college for that particular thing. Because a lot of jobs you really don't. And especially nowadays, a lot of stuff it's more like who you know type thing. But like for me, for example, like I did end up going to college later in life, but only because to get the specific certification that I have, you have to have an associate's degree in health information technology to take the certification test, which I think is fucking stupid as hell, but it's true. So I did that. But before that, I had plenty of other jobs that could have gone into careers, if I stayed in it, that were kind of like adjacent to the work I do now. So it really just depends. I graduated 3 different paths in a technical college and went into a career that has nothing to do with the I feel like a lot of people did that. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people did that. And then they have the student loan for a degree that they're not even using, which I'm sure is like extremely frustrating. I know it's better to get a pre-owned car than a new car because pre-owned is cheaper. Yeah, it definitely is. Although I know it is harder nowadays because I know that the used car market is a lot smaller than it used to be because a lot of people that, especially during COVID, they were very, very hard to find. I did get a brand new car, but it was more of a thing where it was like a reward for being out of debt and knowing that it was going to be a depreciating asset. Although there was a surprise with that. But I feel like that's the decisions you can make when you have no debt and you have that extra money. You can get that luxury of something. Whereas like other people who are in debt feel like they have to have a new car, which is stupid. I went from a 1998, Honda Civic with like broken AC with the ceiling hanging down to I guess I shouldn't say the I'm trying to be better at not like constantly doxing myself with personal information, but like a brand new 2021 car in 2021. And it was kind of funny because when I went to the dealership, and they asked me like, "Oh, do you have a trade?" And I was like, I don't think you're gonna want my trade. So, but yeah, generally used car way, way, way better because with new cars, as soon as you drive off the lot, it loses a big chunk of value. Though surprisingly, and I think part of it is just because my mileage is so low because I never drive anywhere or do anything, it's actually still worth, this is what, almost 5 years later, it's still worth the amount I paid for it, which is kind of crazy, but, you're in uni. Oh, interesting. Well, that's cool. Well, still, I think as long as you don't have like personal bills, it's not that bad that you don't have a whole lot of savings, but definitely something to think about going forward. You know what I mean? Music is a little louder than you are. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oops. Is that the same for other people too? Is the music too much louder than what I'm saying? There are also a lot of jobs that everyone wants, so competition really hard. Yes. And the thing is that, like, for example, like, everybody wants to be a marine biologist. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that, like, it's, like, a bad choice, but you have to go into it knowing, hey, if I'm paying for this degree, there's a very, very good chance I'm not going to actually be able to use it. And I think that's another thing that, like, it was a little loud on my end. Okay, hold on. Let me turn it down. Oops, where's my... Let me know if that's better or if that's too quiet now. But yeah, I think that's another thing that people like to stick their head in the sands, or stick their head in the sand over when they're in college, and then pay the price later on. So I'm trying to get in a college program now, and I'm lucky enough that my job offers free education program for both the credits I need. Oh yeah, that is nice. Definitely, if you can get a job, and there are a lot of like employers that do offer that, absolutely take advantage of that. Like if you could do it for free, absolutely get some kind of degree, you know, even if it's just to have like an associate's or whatever. So I've been thinking about marketing because it helped with my channel in a way, and my bonus dad wants to start an event planning business and it'd help him too. I would highly advise against doing college for marketing, because that is one of those professions where you can learn everything outside of college. So that, I think, is one of the degrees that would it would be a waste of your money, especially to go into debt to do it. That's something you can definitely learn just on the internet, and no, not college. I meant like personal study. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Because I've seen a lot of people do get marketing degrees and then end up like not being able to do it, or just doing something kind of similar, but not, you know. It's good now. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it used to be it was so quiet that nobody was hearing anything. So I just want to make sure that it's okay now. So no, I don't think a degree would be worth it still. Yeah, not a marketing. Like there's certain stuff, you know, like obviously like medical stuff, lawyer, you know, there are certain professions that you do need a degree. Monarch said, I love how off track this has become. Yeah, typical bread stream. I wanted to go into environmental science, but I can't do math. My autism assessment came back saying, math ability for first grader. Oh no. Well, you know, and again, you kind of have to look at the job outlook for that too. Because studying it, getting a degree is all well and good, but if you have, let's say, like 100 people getting that degree to every one position open, you're going to have a very hard time getting into it, you know? Luckily, I went into college at 16, and my high school was sure I was going to be the next Einstein and paid for a lot of it. Hell yeah! Well, at least you don't have the debt, Vina. Even if you're not using it, you don't have the debt. That's a win. Yes, trades. I kind of wish that's what I did when I was younger, especially electrician, plumbing. You know, it is a hard job on your body. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, sugarcoat that, but they make a fuck ton of money now because people don't do trades anymore. People all do, you know, stuff like environmental science or marketing, you know, so they make buku bucks. I don't know how I passed college algebra. I don't want to do medical. No, that's fine. I just mean, what I meant was, it's not that like college is entirely irrelevant. Like there are still professions that do need degrees. It's just a lot less than I think people realize. Electrician here, you'll kill yourself if you go in unprepared. Yeah. You gotta be careful. That's one thing. I try to DIY a lot of stuff in my house. Electrician type stuff is one thing that I don't fuck with very much of it. I'll go to the level of like hooking up, like, for example, like a Ring camera to my outdoor lighting, the existing hookup, you know. Past that, no, I'm hiring somebody. It is not worth it trying to DIY this. College degree that was hyped in my days was business administration. Yes, same here. Yeah. Trade is hard, but it's a valuable asset because of the college funnel. Yep, 100%. Mortuary science requires a certificate to do. That one is another one that I could be wrong. This could be like a little bit outdated, but because I looked into that as well. I think it was a small amount of jobs for the people that were actually studying and wanting to get into it. I remember reading that it's pretty hard to actually find a job there because, you know, there's so many goth kids now, you know. Yeah, I get it. My mom does medical though, and I don't want to. Yeah, completely fair. Bye, Vina. For me, I like mine is kind of like medical adjacent. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's medical stuff, which does like interest me, but I'm not like seeing patients. I'm not, you know, doing surgeries. It's not like nursing. I get to do just like the admin paperwork type stuff. And I feel like, especially in the US, stuff dealing with medical insurance and that kind of thing is a pretty recession proof job, which is again one of the big reasons that I chose it. So BA is still pretty hype, but it's also because nobody wants to work in a lot of different businesses like retail. Yeah, but it doesn't mean the degree is actually worth anything. Like, because so many people get just that basic generic business administration degree, it doesn't end up actually doing anything for you trying to, you know, like actually get a job. I make horror movies so the knowledge will help in the long run for fake bodies. But yeah, again, you can just get that knowledge for free on the internet. You don't have to pay for college for that. So, but yeah, that was one thing I did think about doing. So I looked into that for a while. Oh yeah, we're doing a quiz. I should get back to the quiz. I should get back to the quiz so we can actually finish the quiz. I have a degree. Let me manage your company. Sure thing. Hired. Exactly. I'm a hands-on learner, which is why I want to do the process anyways. Oh yeah, you definitely would have to. And I think mortuary science is one of those things where you do have to get like either some kind of certification or you have to have that like training course or whatever. I used to know a guy who worked electrical that can touch live wires and tell the approximate voltage. Oh my God. That sounds that's scary. That's so scary. And like to add to that, I have a relative who's pretty high up in the retail chain for his company, and he used to hate working for it until he got a BA and then continue his education. I mean, it can be helpful, like if you're starting from the bottom of a company and they require it in order to get above a certain position, but just a degree on its own isn't really going to help you get anywhere. If that makes sense, because there are some companies that have requirements like, okay, to apply for this, you know, district manager, you got to have this and this and this and this. But yeah, getting a general degree isn't going to help you getting your foot into the door. It's better to get a degree like that if you're already, yep, exactly. I should have did not finish on a prediction. Yeah, you probably would have got more points out of that. I just got a random ass, I got a bot friend request. Okay. Oh yeah, the quiz. Okay, quiz. Okay, so yeah, don't dress for breakfast. Okay, the wife asks husband's opinions regarding important decisions and purchases. How long have we been talking? We forget the quiz? Yeah. I do be kind of like that sometimes. Don't distract me. We gotta finish the quiz because people's points are riding on this. Okay, we're already like 10 minutes away from normal stream end time, so we gotta lock in, chat. We gotta lock in. Do not distract me. Do not distract me with your beautiful, funny chats that make me laugh and get off track and distract myself. Yeah, it's my fault. It's just easier if I can blame you guys instead, you know? Okay, so for this one, I would say, hey, Britt, did you know? I would say often,
right away.
But I'm,
Go to
thank
jail.
you, Gooner, thank
Chat.
you. Post your favorite emote. Okay, we're locked in. I would say often
Are you sure about
because
that?
I
No.
do think that both parties' opinions absolutely should be considered for everything. If it said permission, that would be different. Opinions, though, absolutely. I think both people should be on the same, you know, agree. They should agree on whatever it is. Usually, though, I am the one that's doing the research and like kind of like, I'm the one usually being like, hey, I think we should do this, and then taking it to them for their opinion. But I do value, you know, what their opinion in that is. But yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. But anyways, there we go. So yeah, I actually might score higher than this than I thought now that I'm seeing the actual questions. But I guess we'll see what the rest of the questions are. Oh, okay. No, never mind. The wife is religious, sends children to church or Sunday school, and goes herself. Absolutely not. I am a militant atheist after being raised Catholic, and I'm also militant child free. So that's an easy one. The wife is a backseat driver. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta admit, okay. I'm a passenger princess and definitely a backseat driver. I know it's a bad trait. But I gotta be honest. That question is 90% of the score. It probably is, honestly. It probably is. Zoots are right by the worst thing. Yeah, cherry poppin' daddies is definitely an interesting. Don't jingle the keys, please. No jingling. We gotta lock in. Yeah, passenger princess. You know, it's a lifestyle. It is what it is. You know. But yeah, I am a little bit of a backseat driver. So I try not to be. I try my best, you know, and I am very grateful for like being able to be a passenger princess. I should probably be more grateful and not be such a backseat driver, but it is what it is. I'm almost 40. It's not going to change at this point. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
We are locked in.
Are you sure about that?
No.
Okay, the wife wears red nail polish. I'm going to put it down just 1 because I used to be very big into polish in general. That was actually one of my past hobbies. I had a nail polish and nail art blog that I ran. But I got so burnt out on that I ended up not painting my nails for like four years afterwards. So I don't do very often anymore. But occasionally I'll do, you know, I'll do my own gel nails or whatever now. But it's pretty rare. It's usually just for like a special occasion type thing. So I'm the same way most of the time, especially if it's someone I know. Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, no, I guess I would probably backseat a stranger, but only if it was like a safety thing. You know what I mean? Why just red though? It's so specific. I think because like that was like the color back then. I think like the other colors were probably viewed as like being very whorish or something. Although red is kind of whorish. Like if we're talking about like modern colors, I feel like red is probably like the most whorish color, but you know, it is what it is. I don't feel as bad because I'm a princess specifically to my father. Oh, okay. That's fair. That's very fair. Okay. The wife lets the husband sleep late on Sundays and holidays. I'm going to say often, although it's not necessarily that I let them. It's that I also am sleeping late. So if I'm not awake, how am I going to wake them up? You know what I mean? Isn't red associated with intimacy? Yeah, which is why I'm saying, like, I feel like that's kind of the most, like, slutty color, you know what I mean? But maybe back then it was, like, the most standard one? I don't know. It has been, God, almost 100 years since 1929. That's crazy. The wife is a good hostess even to unexpected guests. I would say yes. I do try my best, you know, to make sure that people are comfortable, to have, you know, like, for example, like my family that's coming to visit, you know, I got like, you know, the luggage racks and, you know, just little stuff to like make it easier for them. I mean, the scarlet letter was that color for a reason. Yeah, exactly. If it wasn't red, you were a free thinking witch. Could be. Okay, so I'll say often on that one. The wife goes to bed with curlers in her hair or with lots of face cream. I'm going to say often because I don't go to bed with curlers in my hair, but I do sometimes wear a hair bonnet. I definitely slather on a lot of skincare right before bed. So I feel like that vibe, I definitely like feel like, you know, I agree with that vibe. And nobody in the chat that saw my old tweet back in the day start talking about anything sus about the skincare. Okay. Oh, yep. There. Raz beat me to it. Look, It is not my fault, okay? It is not my fault, and I still stand by that tweet, okay? In fact, I should find it and retweet it at this point, okay? I stand by that by this fact that a lot of skincare, especially Korean skincare, okay? Bonk me, Yukari, because we're about to talk about something sus, okay? We're about to talk. If I ever actually deserve the bonk, it's now, okay? Korean skincare, the consistency and the color of it often looks like a certain sus substance, okay? Perfect song for breast montage to finish the quiz. Yeah. It is. It fits. Dusk, what's up? How you doing? Look, Froggy, cover your ears, Froggy. Okay, cover your ears. I'm just saying.
Why should I stop
the
talking?
color,
Nobody else
the
is talking.
consistency, and in fact, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can search it on my Twitter right now. Skincare, because there's a picture. I posted a picture. Okay, we're locked in. Where's the one where I posted a picture? Hold on.
Are you sure about that?
No. It's locked. It will be finished. It will be finished. We only got 10 questions to go. Okay, we only have 10 questions to go. Okay, the picture isn't in the tweet. The picture might have just been in the Discord, but I'm gonna retweet it anyways. I'm gonna retweet it anyways, and you guys will know why. My Korean sunscreen feels really nice on it. No, I love Korean skincare. Thank you for the head pats. Did I say that already? I can't remember if I said that already. 10 questions about another hour. So no, we're gonna log in. We're gonna log in. But yeah, no, I love Korean skincare. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's just every time I put it on, I'm like, this looks a little. It looks a little sus. Okay, it looks a little sus. I wonder where I put the picture. I probably still have it on my, or was it, did I repost it? Oh, here we go. Okay, no, I'm going to repost this one. I'm going to repost this one because this one has the picture. This one has the picture. Let me undo this repost. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I'll never see the end of this quiz. Hold on, let me reply so they can still see. Okay, there we go. At this rate, tomorrow we'll here. No, we're gonna lock in. We're gonna lock in. We are gonna lock in. Okay, we're gonna lock in. All right, we got this. So yeah, so we will answer that one affirmatively. It's been 2 hours. Yeah, but the quiz wasn't the whole. The quiz wasn't the whole. The quiz wasn't the whole. Why are we whispering? Wait, what did I say? What did I say? Sometimes I just want to whisper. Okay. What is that question? No, this question is legit. Okay, this question is legit, okay? The wife puts her cold feet on the husband at night to warm them. Yeah, often, okay? Because there is nothing in this world more satisfying than knowing that your feet are cold, that person is warm, and when you put your feet on them, you know that it's gonna give them a jump scare and they're gonna freak out, but your feet are gonna get warm, okay? It is one of the benefits of being a wife that you are legally allowed to do this at any time, okay? Not gonna lie, I looked over and saw the Home Depot bucket. I was like, what is Home Depot? That's for the husband quiz. That's for the husband side of the quiz. That's like an unwritten law. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So yeah, so the ad should be ending now. But yeah, wife absolutely puts her cold feet on the husband at night to warm them. Yep. I mean, if you're in a relationship ever, you used to. True. But once you're married, it's a legal right, okay? You don't need their consent anymore, all right? Their consent does not matter. Once you're married, if you got cold feet and they are warm, You get to put it on. You get to put it on them. I run hot, so I don't mind it. For me, it depends. Like when I'm sleeping, usually I run pretty hot. But like during the day, or if I'm just like cuddling on the couch or something, I don't. So it really depends. It really depends. They told me it's been a bad influence on you. You know, maybe, but I gotta agree with her on this one. Once you get married, there are certain things that you don't need consent for anymore, and one of them is putting your cold ass feet on their warm body. So, okay, the wife has meals ready on time. This is kind of an interesting one to modernize, because I feel like it's not necessarily really a thing to have like a very rigid like time. The fuck is on time? Yeah. Well, it's from 1929, so you know. To marry Brady, you need to make sure to have good house heating. No, because here's the thing, Raz. The house being hot is bad. Okay, the house being hot is bad. Toby said, well, fudge, Tess. The house being hot is bad. But I want to be like cold in the bed under the covers using your body as like my heat source. You know what I mean? Like that's the ideal. Because if it's hot on the outside, I can't sleep. It has to be cold on the outside, but not too cold, you know? Regular meals, so whatever equals when you get home to have food. Yeah. I mean, I would say if I'm planning like a meal, I would try to schedule it at the time. Like I don't like to feed people leftovers when I've like cooked that meal hot that day. You know what I mean? So I do try to time it, you know. I mean, as long as I'm not like 2 hours into sleeping, week 3 of being together, I'm fine with it. But with my inability to sleep, if I'm woken up, I will hold a grudge and get you back by throwing whipped cream in their face. That is very specific, Gooner. That is very specific, and I'm a little concerned. And a little afraid to ask where that came from. But fair. All right, so I'm gonna say often, because I make an effort to do that, yeah. The wife personally puts the children to bed. Absolutely not, because they do not and will not exist. It does sound like it's from experience. Absolutely. Okay, the wife can play a musical instrument, example, piano, violin, etc. Absolutely not. I love listening to people that can play instruments. I love listening to classical music. I have no hand-eye coordination. It's very difficult for me. And I'm sure if I put like a lot of time and effort into it, I could learn something. However, I think that for performers, it's a good thing to have listeners. Like if everybody could play an instrument, who's there to listen to those instruments? So I feel like it's more valuable in my life to just be a very good listener than to actually like be the one playing. You know what I mean? Substitute children with dogs. Well, in that case, it would be absolute. I do everything. I am like the most doting helicopter parent mom for a dog. Every girlfriend I've ever had has eaten whipped cream by itself whenever it's in the fridge. Oh, interesting. I've never done that. But I'm not too big on whipped cream. Like it depends. Like there's certain stuff like if I have pumpkin pie, I need to have whipped cream. And like if I get like a frappuccino or something, I like having whipped cream on there. But otherwise, I'm not like a big whipped cream like I don't put it on my ice cream like at home or anything, you know. You're the wife, Monarch. You're the wife. As do most girls I know. I just see it like the girls and chocolate syrup. Oh, maybe. Not me. It's a weird concept for me, but I can, you know, everybody's different. Man, I should dust off the old trombone. You should. That would be cool. That'd be so cool. Honestly, like I'm very impressed by people that can play instruments. Like I think it's so cool. I love listening to it, you know. I have my guitar, but don't play that often, and I'm not that good. Well, you should do more, Sushi. Oh, you and Loco could do a concert together. That would be cool. You guys got to lock in on learning. You got to lock in. So he does mean an actual trombone. I think the other trombone hopefully would not be dusty. you know? I mean, maybe. But if it's dusty, that you might want to see a doctor, you know? I play the drums and the oboes, and they're, oh, that's cool. That's cool. What is your guy? Okay, what is your guy? I played the cymbals in freshman year. I wasn't playing back to volley. What's your guys' favorite instrument, either to play or to listen to? I love the cello and the piano and the violin. I would say cello, piano, and violin are like my top 3 to listen to. But yeah. Okay. So we're gonna say never on that one. The wife is a neat housekeeper, tidy and clean. Yeah, often. I am very much a clean freak. Not like quite to a point of being like weird OCD about it, but like common spaces, my personal spaces, like I like having stuff where it's supposed to be. I don't like clutter, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I want to learn drums, but I like my guitar over when I was trying to play clarinet. Yeah, wind instruments seem difficult. Drums seems cool. I feel like if I was to actually learn any one thing, it probably would be drums because they do seem fun. My experience with music, I found a 1K cello for $150 in a pawn shop. Yo, that's a nice pull. Let's go. I play a few things, but I'm more of a master of none type. That's fair. Very fair. Kazoo, yo, kazoos are fun. I love guitars and drums. If anything, I'd probably want to learn guitar again. Guitar is very cool. And I feel like very, not flexible. What's the word I'm looking for? Like you can do so many different kinds of songs with a guitar. Like you can do a lot of, I guess flexible kind of fits, but it's not the word I'm looking for. It's like similar to flexible. It's gonna bother me now until I think. I got the hiccups. I don't know why I have the hiccups, but what's the context? Like, something that can be good in like a lot of different ways. What's the fucking word I'm trying to think of? Versatile. Yes, there you go. Oh my God, thank you. I was about to pull out the fucking thesaurus because, yeah, it's very versatile. Very versatile. Okay. All right, so we got that one. All right, we got 4 questions left. All right. I've been playing the trombone since 2010. I got a guitar and a piano as well, but I'm definitely not as skilled with those. Oh, nice. Very nice. Thought variable at first, but that wasn't quite right. Yeah. Variable and flexible are kind of like it sort of makes sense, but not quite perfect. But yeah, versatile. That's exactly what I was thinking of. I'm too lazy to look up what instruments were played, but Moondog's first album has some very. Is Moondog that one that's on TikTok that does like a lot of really cool, like towards racist and stuff? There's a, if that's not it, then you might have like no clue what I'm talking about. But if it is, you'll know exactly what I mean. That guy is cool. That guy's very cool. This question, we are cooked. Oh, yeah. Yep. The wife doesn't like children often. I wish no Moondog's an outsider artist from sick. Oh, what's the other guy then? It's Moon something, I think. I think it's Moon something. Although normally when I can't remember something and I think like, oh, I think it's XYZ thing, it's usually completely opposite. So it's probably like sun something instead of moon. But yeah, we're cooked on this question. I wish the slider went higher. But yeah, we are not getting 100% on this one, chat. So hopefully, I don't think anybody predicted 100% anyways. Let me double check. Let's see, manage prediction. Yeah, nobody picked 100%. Nobody picked 100%. So, the wife never goes to bed angry, always makes up first. Moon pie? Isn't that a snack? I thought that was a snack. But yeah, wife never goes to bed angry, always makes up first. I would say, wait, do we have to manually input our choices for the prediction, you mean? I think you said you didn't have any channel points to put in there, if I remember correctly. But yeah, never goes to bed angry, always makes up first. I'm gonna put it up 1 just because I definitely make an effort to. I don't like to go to bed angry, but if I'm like really angry and the discussion is just going nowhere, like it has happened. So I don't want to go all the way up to the top, but I definitely make an effort. I make an effort. The wife can carry an interesting conversation. What do you guys think? Am I capable of yapping? What should I put? I need you guys to, because it would be kind of like narcissistic to fill this one out myself. So I'm curious, what you guys would think on this particular one. Thank you for the bits, Dust. Thank you. I've never seen what those screen celebration things look like since it doesn't show an OBS, but thank you. 2 hours and 15 minutes on a 25-question quiz. Yes,
Why
baby.
should I stop talking? Nobody else is talking.
Okay. All right, well, we'll put this all over.
I need to shit.
We'll put this one all the way
Why
up.
should I stop talking? Nobody
God
else
damn
is
it, you guys are
talking.
bullying me now. You're bullying me. All right, 2 more questions. Okay. The wife wears soiled or ragged dresses and aprons around the house. I would say never, because I don't like staying in dirty clothes. Again, even though I'm always just wearing pajamas, but like they're clean pajamas. I have like 20 different sets of pajamas. I wear different pajamas. So I would say never on that one. Oh no, not a voice. Let's see what we get. Oh, Valier. Okay, I can do that. All right. Hey Siri, set a 10-minute timer.
10 minutes starting now.
Okay. All right. So Valley Girl for the rest of the stream, which may be 10 minutes. You might not get your full 10 minutes. I don't know. It depends on how much yapping we do. Hello at 3.14ATJP3SPINO in the YouTube chat. How are you doing? What's your favorite dinosaur? I like velociraptors a lot. I would say that's my favorite. I just live in a robe. I have like 2 like nice silk robes. I don't usually use them though, unless I'm like I need to answer the door or something like that. Mostly because like I feel like it's very easy for like a robe to kind of like, come open and like show some stuff you don't want it to show, you know what I mean? So like I prefer pajamas. My favorite pajamas are like I have a bunch of different I'm like a cartoon character, right? Where like if I find like a pajama set that I like, I just get it in like a bunch of different colors, But I like the Hugh Hefner silk pajamas with like the stripes on the edges, That's like my preferred pajama sets. So I have a silk one for winter and a bamboo one that keeps me cool 90% of the Oh, bamboo, interesting. I haven't had that as a fabric, but that sounds like very breathable. That sounds very cool. Ew, what, you don't like bamboo or something? Like, what's wrong with bamboo? Are you a bamboo hater? Who could hate bamboo? Like, bamboo is it's just there. It's just existing. It's just like growing all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, get the chatbot. He's almost dead. Like, why are you guys just letting him live and exist? Like, my God. It's very breathable, great for cooling sheets as well. I do need to look into getting better sheets. You have their PJs were gross. No way. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm thinking of the right thing. Hugh Hefner pajamas. Okay, not exactly the same. Not exactly the same. Cooling sheets and a cooling blanket. I've heard of how do those actually work? I've been curious about those. I've been very curious about those. Not exactly like this. Hold on, let me just silk pajamas. This is what I have. I don't know if you can see. because I don't have the thing. But like this blue, like this one with like the things and like the long, these are like pretty much exactly the ones that I have that I wear a lot. I looked at the nice linen sheets, like, yeah, they're so expensive. They're so expensive. I have cheap ones, but I that probably should be like my next life upgrade, you know, it's like nice sheets. I don't know the sorcery behind it, but they're significantly more breathable. OMG, I love my cooling. Okay, so you guys both like it. I might have to look it up. This song takes me back to high school. Oh my God. I remember this from the club era where everybody went to the club, even though I went to the club like 3 times. But, you know, we'd still hang out in the car listening to the club music. You know what I mean? Back in the 2010s. When did this one come out? Hold on. Was this Boom Boom Pow? Okay, hold on. Boom Boom Pow release date. 2009. Okay, 2009. That sounds about right. Amazon should have a sale. Okay, I might have to look into it. Rest branded one. Okay, nice. I shall note that down. You know what I did get recently? Okay, when I sleep in the bed, I get very, very, very hot and I need to be cool, right? What one? Butter, we have not quite finished the quiz. We have not quite finished the quiz yet. But what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So when I'm like sleeping in my bed, right? But one thing that Sushi put me on to recently, because I'm very cold during the day, like when I'm working and stuff, and like I could never get like warm unless I would like take a hot shower or something. Sushi put me on to an electric blanket. Holy shit. That is so good. Valley Girl, I'm trying. I know I keep forgetting to do the Valley Girl, but also it's like in my soul too. So it's like not super different than my norm. So it's like sometimes it's kind of hard to forget to like do it. You know what I mean? What quiz? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it is so good. It's basically like if you take like towels out of the dryer, except it stays that way. It's amazing.
Oh,
it's so
you're that kind of guy.
Cozy.
My oops. I supposed respecting each other was off the table in the first place.
It was off the table.
My bad.
Okay. It was. Okay. All right. So we finished this. We're gonna go to the last question. Then we're gonna figure out what it is. And then we're gonna play the game. Just kidding. No, we're obviously not gonna play the game today, but we'll play it next week. I swear. I thought it was just gonna be a nice, cute little chat session, and then we were gonna go into the game. So I do apologize that it became a long. I know you've been robbed of the gameplay. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Okay. The wife often has crooked seams in her hose. So again, I feel like this is kind
why should I stop talking? Nobody else
this is
is
a difficult
talking.
one to like modernize, because I feel like most people don't wear pantyhose with like most outfits, whereas like in the past, I feel like they did with like everything. There never was a game. It was only ever a trap to get us to listen to. What do you mean a trap? Are you not enjoying yourself? Are you not entertained? Okay. Cause see, here's the problem, right? Okay, here's the problem. I like yapping to you guys, and like I like our streams where we end up just yapping. However, I'm afraid to do planned yap streams because I feel like I'm gonna run out of shit to talk about like 5 minutes in, even though I know what it sounds like. But I feel like if I put that pressure on without a plan of like doing something else, I'm gonna run out of stuff to talk about. Okay. And it's gonna be like awkward. So I don't want to like, I swear. Yes, you're right, you got it. Dude, no X's. Why are you guys doubting? Oh my god, even the emote? I can't believe this. Just leave the docket blank. I will say, okay, that is kind of my plan for, because I do have family visiting. Let's see. Well, they're coming like 2 weeks from now, but 3 weeks from now, I'll be taking like two weeks off because I'll be out of town during my normal stream days. I might do like a couple pop-up gorilla streams here and there. Depending on like what we're doing, how busy I am, how loud it is. But I won't put anything on the schedule and I won't plan anything. So maybe we'll do some yapping then. I don't know. It's fine. We'll come out with things to discuss or we'll leave it silent either way. Imagine like you guys, when she's scheduled to talk, she stops. What she's supposed to give, yeah, pretty much. It's like a mental thing. That's why I'm scared to like schedule chatting, you know what I mean? Footnote, every schedule with a warning of an unexpected yap takeover. Honestly, I feel like that's kind of already the like underlying like the underlying expectation of my streams to begin with, you know? What was I gonna talk? I was gonna say something. I was gonna gotta get one of those super small legal disclaimers. Like, yeah. This stream may come with unexpected yapping for hours on end and no actual playing of scheduled game. No refunds. No, I don't know what else those commercials say. I don't know. Anyways, Valley Girl's almost over. You got 10 seconds left of Valley Girl. So just, you got your max Valley Girl right now. If you haven't persisted for more than 4 hours, please consult it. Yeah, exactly. Warning, stream may be delayed due to unexpected yap session. Refunds will not be granted. Feels like when HR asks you, tell me something about yourself. Oh my God, I hate those questions, dude. I fucking hate like, or like introducing myself or like, I don't know, like, you know, like when anybody asks, oh, like, tell me about yourself. Like, tell you fucking what? What am I supposed to say? Like, I'm just a person. I'm boring. I don't, like, what do I say? I don't, and like other people, I feel like they answer those questions like so smoothly, you know? Man, that's how I bombed my one and only interview. Oh no, you know, apparently I interview very well. Why do you want this job? Well, I need to eat. Real shit. But yeah, I've always, every job that I've gotten an interview for, I've always gotten. And I've had a couple bosses tell me like down the line, like, oh yeah, like you interviewed very well. And I've had two at the end of the interview say like, normally we don't do this, but like, I want to give you like an offer right now. So apparently I do very good like interviewing, but yeah, I don't know. That question is so difficult. At least like in a job interview, you can answer it as like, oh, I've started doing this and now I do this and you know, whatever. But like as like a general, like, who are you? Like, tell me about yourself. Like, what? I don't know. I exist. I exist. Well, you told us a fair amount. I'm a self-made content creator for a hobby who got out of debt. Well, that's the thing. Like, if we're just having like a conversation, I can. But like, if you're asking, like, tell me about yourself, it's like, how? Why? Where? When? I don't know. Leave me alone. Don't perceive me. If you experience unexpected yapping, congratulations. You've been blessed with listening to our goddess bread for long. Oh, thank you, Monarch. Thank you. Treat it like you're talking to your cult. But see, that's the thing. Like the cult, you know, we're having a conversation or we're having like a sermon, you know. Will the quiz ever end? Yes. Okay, the 8 ball believes in me, guys. The 8 ball fucking believes in me. I'm stuck on this one because I don't know really how to modernize it. I guess I would say like just caring that like every like detail about like your appearance and stuff is like perfect. I would go down on one of them because like I'm not gonna go and like I'm not gonna like leave the house with like like holes in my clothes or something, but at the same time, like if I feel like wearing with socks with sandals, I'm gonna wear fucking socks with sandals, okay? If my shirt doesn't match perfectly, whatever. I don't give a fuck, you know. My goal is being comfortable, not looking good. So it is what it is. Are your socks perfectly aligned with the left sock on the left foot? It means if you dress baggy. Yeah, I would say, oh wait, no, I should put an up one with the way this is phrased, right? The wife often has crook. Yeah. Okay, so I should put it up one. I'll put it up one. Okay, guys, that means we have finished the quiz. We have finished the quiz, and again, the prediction, okay? Will we get to game next week? We will, because I really do want to like see this game. Like I'm very intrigued to like play this game. So, you know. Okay, so we had 18% of people choose 10%, 50% choose 20, 30% choose 1. Or no, 1% choose 30. 32% choose 80. That's what we have. There was a game. There was supposed to be. It was supposed to be the game by the same company that did Little Misfortune. They did it before Little Misfortune, and it looks very interesting. I unofficially did 50. Okay. So you're the only 50 then. You're only 51. So I'm gonna guess. I'm going to go with 52. I think I'm going to get at least a 50. Okay. All right. You guys, why are you bullying me? Leave me alone. All right, so let's finish. Wait, what? Zero? Did it time out? Do I need to do it again? Hold on. Let me put the answers in again. There's no way it's 0%. There's no way it's 0%. Absolutely not. That makes no sense. Quit laughing at me. Stop it! Leave me alone! It's a never. Backseat driver. Yeah, it had that.
Why should I stop
It's
talking?
0.
Nobody else is talking.
No fucking way. I put often, I think, for this one. Wonder if this is in incognito mode? Maybe. I guess we'll see. It could just be because it took me so fucking long, you know? Turns out we actually saved Deadpool from Brent. Oh no. What did I put for this one? I think just down one. Dress for breakfast. No. Put that one up one. It means you're a slut, Dusk. You're a big old slut. At least in today's view. I don't know about 1929, though. I think in 1929, if it was not red, you're a big old slut. Okay. Maybe the 0% means there's a 0% chance of being rejected? Maybe. Yeah, these questions we answered them last week, so, you know, I understand. Fails to set buttons or darn socks regularly. I think I put that. Last week, more like a decade. I think I put it there. Oh, wait, no, you guys made me put that one max. What the fuck? Ain't no fucking way. There's no way. Maybe it is incognito. Okay, hold on. Let me try in my like actual browser. Hold on. Should have had less faith. Yeah, there's no way. Unless it like the kid one is like negative points or something. I don't know. Okay, hold on. I just gotta make sure I'm not doxing myself on this window. Bread is gulping gallons of Look, I deserve at least like 1%. At least 1%. Okay. Like, come on. Okay. All right, I want to rate myself. Probably the kid one because it's based off. It could be. You know what? You know what we'll do this time? I'll put it down just 1 on the kid one. Just out of curiosity. I'm not rigging it. I'm just curious. I'll have to jump to like 70% after the kid. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I should have got 100%. I'm not saying I should have got 100%. I'm just saying. Oh, you're right, Judd. You're right. Okay, I'll keep it what it was. I'm just saying. 0%? 0? What's up, Brady? Look at extra baked. I am in shock right now. Okay, I am in shock right now. You can put the slider in the middle. Oh, okay. I am in shock right now. Because I feel like a lot of the questions that I answered would be like what you would think would be like positive. You know what I mean? Can you make it so 30% wins them? I have screenshots as we speak. Those bread fans are too valuable to lose. What's up, Ethereal? 52.7. What did you do for the kid ones? That's what I want to know. Did you accept the cookies on the page too? I don't think it popped up on this one because I'm in my regular browser now. So, wait, doesn't like children often. Yeah. Backseat driver. Okay, wife got 58%. So okay, did she do it? Well, I'm assuming she did do the kid one since you guys actually do have kids. Somebody do it and put the no kids and tell me if it's a 0. Please. I need to hold on. I'm gonna paste it in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna paste it in the chat. Comes with having 3 nephews and a niece. Nah, that makes you not like kids. That makes it worse. Yeah, redo it without the kid. I'm curious if that's what like throws it off. I feel like I don't know. I feel like being around kids, the more that you're around kids, makes you dislike. At least for me, it did. But I had to like halfway raise my 12-year-old or my brother who was 12 years younger than me. I was like a huge babysitter. Kids always love me. I'm like their favorite. I do not fuck with them. I do not feel the same way. I'm like, no, please get away from me immediately. I mean, to be fair, it's made based on a 1920. Yeah, but like I feel like normally these quizzes, it'll still scale. It's not like an auto fail. You know what I mean? Has a good sense of humor. I'm gonna be so for real. I hate kids. Yo, I'm with you there, Luna. I'm fucking there with you. Like, I will say, like, sometimes like being an aunt can be peak because like you can hang out with them for like an hour or not or whatever. Like, give them sugar and send them back. You know, but. By the way, what type of bread this is? This is gremlin bread. Okay, so it has a good sense of humor. We said yes. Let's sleep. I'm be for real. F them kids. Yep. MXM and Luna and oh, Sushi, you're also 0. Was it because of the kids ones? Maybe it is an auto fail. Maybe it is an auto fail. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, well, I guess I might as well finish this just to make sure, but never goes to bed angry. I put 1. It's religious and nope. Fails to sit. I keep forgetting what this one was. Down 1. Yeah, more Gurren Lagann. Children can either adapt or stay annoying, and they choose the latter, right? Honestly, like, and dealing with parents is often the most annoying part, you know? Because, like, kids are kids. They're, you know, naturally they are what they are. They're crying, screaming, snotty messes. But, like, parents who expect you to, like, put up with everything about them in, like, every type of environment, like movie theaters and stuff, is really, really the worst. I got 12.2. Did you put no on the kid ones, though? Is there anybody who put, like, no on all the kid ones and did not get 0? That's what I need to know. That's what I need to know. Soft yes in the kids because I put the dog. See, if it's dogs, it's completely different. If it's completely different. Okay, all right. This is the last one after this. If this is still 0, I'm gonna do the prediction, but then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna answer the kid ones as if they are dogs instead. Oh, they're at 52 and dropped to a 4. Oh, okay. In that case, let me, you know what? I'm just gonna, well, I mean, this is already done, so I guess I might as well do that. Okay, so yeah, 0. So let's do it this time, but we're gonna swap it out for dogs. All right, we're gonna swap it out for dogs. Just out of curiosity, but I will do the prediction based on 0%. Okay. Oops. God damn it. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Okay. I'll still put never on the religion one because I would not take my dogs to church. So, don't laugh at me, Sushi. I know you guys shouldn't have had so much faith. You should not have had so much faith. They probably would give me negatives and burn me at the stake. They would give me negatives and burn me at the stake. Okay. So again, if this is dogs, not children, absolutely, I'd be personally putting them, I will be reading them their bedtime stories. I'll be making them a nice, you know, glass of hot milk or whatever you're supposed to give kids. 1,000%. Not being the femboy allegations today, I tested myself. Amanda got 58.1%. Yeah, you're doing better than me, Bowtie. I dared to think it'd be around 12%, 30%. Yeah, I thought at the very least, like 20%. So if nobody voted for 0, will you give the win to the next nearest? Actually, did anybody? I did say I was gonna round it down. So if anybody voted for 10, oh no, wait, they wouldn't get that if I. Well, let me finish this one, then we'll see. I'll finish this one, and then we'll see. Glass of hot glue for the kids. Help them grow big and strong. But this is for the dogs. Okay, we're swapping out dogs for kids. Yeah, let me look, Sushi, because hold on. I want to open a new window just because I don't remember. I don't remember if my Twitch shows anything. Let's see. Wait, Sushi, you put 0? Like dead ass, you put 0? Wait, but you accepted my marriage proposal earlier in the stream. Typical. You want to marry me, but you put 0% in the thing on if I'm going to be a good wife. Masochism. Oh, I'm the husband? Okay. All right, that's fair. I forgot we have to have some kind of gender roles. That's true. Yeah, she did. She did 0. So 0, yeah. So, okay, let us know, Sushi. Let us know how much points you're gonna get. I'm gonna put it in now. I was too late, but I guess 40. It was 0. It was 0. Because I said I hate kids, and apparently that like weights it so heavily that it brings it all the way down. So what we're redoing it now with like children in the place. I mean, dogs in the place of children, just to see. Thank you for the follow, Sidinator, Sidinator. Welcome in. You're not a wife by 1921 standards. I guess you're a catch by today's standards. Oh yeah, sorry. I'll put it in right now. Okay, complete prediction. All right, let us know how many points you got, Sushi. Which trad wife made this? It's from 1929. 30,000. Yo, dead ass. Well, I guess make sure you do if you didn't already do the community goal. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, 16,000. That's still a lot. That's a lot. Holy fuck. Well, congrats, Sushi. It looks like you having 0 faith in me and thinking that I'd be a better husband than a wife paid off. Literally paid off. Honestly, I'm surprised she's the only one that put 0%, tell you the truth. You should have gone with 6 points. Yeah, you should have. Okay. So we're putting in dogs for this one and re-answering the other stuff. I wanted to at least give some credit to you. Well, apparently that was a mistake. 16.9K. Damn, I need to doubt. Brent more. There's more fake money in it, right? Yeah, no worries, Sid. We're about to end anyways. We're actually like 45 minutes over our normal stream time. So, hey, look at the positive side, Bread. Now you guys are rich. That's true. I get 50% of those points, right? I'll never be generous to Brett again. No, please. Okay. All right. Doesn't like children. But it's dogs. Okay. As your wife, I have to be honest with you. You know what, Sushi? At least we're starting off on the right foot. Okay. We're starting off on the right foot. You know. So it was a hard truth that I had to learn. I really thought I was gonna be at least like a 25% decent wife. You know, but. Apparently not. Very fitting song, yeah. You know what? When like I feel like this is like the progression of adulthood, right? Is like when you're young, you think this song is literally a song about dogs, right? You get a little bit older, you think it's about like the men calling out the ugly women. You get a little bit older and you realize it's about the women calling the men dogs. Saying they're acting like dogs. It's a good song. I like it. Okay, so we got this one. Dresses for breakfast, never. Good hostess. Often late, never. Can't play a musical instrument. I don't flirt with other men. Suspicious, jealous, yes. Face cream, yes. I still thought it was about dogs. You got many more years of growth, Sushi. OMG, there's so many older popular songs that are so weird. Yes, there really are a lot of creepy ones. Yeah, it is about catcalling, which is also ironic with catcalling and let the dogs out. Oh, Macarena. I've never actually thought about the lyrics to Macarena. I've never thought about that. But yeah, there's definitely some crazy there's some crazy stuff. Okay, hold on. Let me lock in. Let me lock in and finish this. Macarena's cheating on her dying husband? Yo, for real?
No, please. I'll do anything. Please. I don't want to flag up my anus.
My ex-stepmom. Oh my God. I knew it wasn't about a promiscuous woman. I didn't know it was on her dying a husband. That's crazy. And yeah, M3, it is on the 1929. Might be conflating with Seasons in the Sun. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what the it in Spanish? It was in Spanish, right?
We are locked in.
Are you sure?
I think
about
maybe
that?
that's why I
No.
never like. Ah, okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. Okay. Cheated on my dad while he was in the hospital dying from the same car wreck. That makes me... Oh my god. That's fucked up. That's hella fucked up. Vamos a la playa is about nuclear war. I don't know which one that is. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena. I don't know. I took French. I can't. Although I lived in Spain, but I was only like 2. So, guy goes to army. She hooks up with his friends. Oh, so it's like Spanish Jody. I get it. Okay. All right. So this is, we switched children with dogs. So, hey, yeah, it's about infidelity. Yes, but I feel like that's simplifying it a little bit. I actually feel like Hey Ya's pretty deep because it's about staying together even though deep down they want to like, yeah, they want to cheat on each other and they don't want to be together anymore, but like they're in that like comfort thing where they don't want to like divorce, you know. What did I walk into? Bro, I fucking wish I could explain to you, Carlos, but I got today's stream has been all over the place. But we're talking about Macarena. I feel like Bohemian Rhapsody is also not actually listened to. Yeah. That one's so fun though. But yeah, it's you know, it's pretty straightforward. American Pie, yeah, a lot of people don't get that. Bread is no, I am 99.7% white. Raz is though. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody is a good song. I love Queen. Queen is one of my favorite bands of all time. There's also, you know, Every Step You Take. That one's a real creepy one. Okay, so yeah, so we replaced the children with dogs. Hopefully we'll break the 0% curse. Yes, Ethereal. That like, to me, that is like such a good line too, because it's so true. Like I'm trying to give wisdom and like tell y'all something actual like serious in the song, but you know, it's a good beat, so y'all don't even fucking care. You just want to dance. So here's a good dance beat, just, you know. And yeah, people played at their wedding, right? Yeah, okay. I swear to God, if it gives a 0, I'm just ending stream. Okay, I'm not gonna say goodbye. I'm not gonna go on my ending screen or anything. I'm just gonna fucking end stream. Okay. Hey, Heya is just 2 people who lust for each other but are not working out romantically. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Brett has left the chat. No, Loco, it is not the Yowie voice. It is not the Yowie.
I need to shit.
Okay, you're right. I am happy. Okay. All right. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop stalling. We're gonna stop. Yeah, you're gonna just see like the OBS disconnected your OBS disconnected screen. Okay, if it's 0%, I'm just gonna end. Okay, and I'll see you guys in the Discord. Okay. All right. Let's see.